Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special Red Valkyrie Presents. As you can see, we have many people, and we will address all of them in due time. But first, I'm your host, Shae, and of course, we have my co-host, Alex. How are you doing,
Who has the
Alex?
hiccups? I'm doing awesome.
Oh, gosh. Why do you get the hiccups right as we're live?
Look, I just ate that whole plate full of food in 10 minutes, so...
Well, who told you to get food an hour and a half ago?
Shae had to go.
Wow, that
Can't
was quick.
kick me on my own stream, bitch.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
So it's gonna be like that tonight.
Yes,
It is.
probably.
no.
So, Gus and Bert are going to go on an adventure, and we're going to find out what's going on.
We got this. We got this.
The women are going to be in the back slapping at each other.
Exactly. We might have some help.
Ladies,
We might
ladies,
not.
please.
Roll for it.
Yeah. Oh, I got a plus
man.
one.
D20.
We,
Fatality. Oh, sorry,
So-
wrong game.
That's very wrong.
it
game.
can be. I wrote this, so anything I change on the fly is canon. That's the beautiful part. No.
Uh-oh.
Get over here.
I thought I wanted nobody's look size. Nick, don't say that. No.
It's like,
Shae removed herself. No, she accidentally clicked the
like a
back
sec.
button because she's gone.
Ah.
Jackass.
oh, and there's Nick. Nick is gone too. Oh my gosh.
I don't know
haven't
what's
moved.
happening. All of my audio is messing up, so I'm trying to figure
Really?
out what's up.
Before the show, I warned you that tech hates me, and I don't think you
It's
believe
we call it the Nick factor.
Yep, the Nick field, the Nick factor.
Someone's hacking the Gibson. That's what it is. God,
I blame
please.
Cy for all the
no one
videos.
watched Hackers? Fuck.
No, I did.
Yeah, I've seen Hackers many times. I love that movie.
Yeah. No, any
Okay.
changes that Nick Tockert makes tonight will have to go in the book before it prints.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Uh-oh.
I did- modules are always they're a palette. They're something beautiful, but never be afraid as a gamer to be like, not in my game. You know, this needs Godzilla. I don't care. I want you to have fun. But
There goes Tokyo.
I would love to have Trashman
Alright.
fight Godzilla.
So real quick, before we get into all of this, oh my gosh, everyone is so excited.
You've lost control, Shae.
I refuse to. No, Luke, I need you to
Yes.
talk to us
not that.
about
Go for it, Luke.
other Luke.
Oh yes, that's
This
right.
is an awesome looking book. There's some great artwork. They've got a killer patch, and there's an
Yes.
RPG that comes with it. So, yeah. Take it away.
All right, so if you like the ancient aliens and legends and folklore and all of that cool stuff, and you really got into the Claremont era of X-Men, then this book is for you. I don't need to say a whole lot more about it than that. It is character driven. It's fast paced. It is it's good guys beating up on bad guys. We don't really have we do a lot of character development, but it doesn't normally take place in a diner or in a cafe. We do all of our character development and all of our epiphanies through battle and pieces of action. So that's pieces
how
of
life
action.
I
Yeah.
see what you
so,
did there.
So that's gonna be so that's really fun. What you're looking at right now is some pages from issue 7, which is the book that is crowdfunding at the moment, and so we have those pages up there. You can get part 1 and 2 of the Killing Field. You don't have to have the trade paperback or the back issues to be able to jump into this. You can get right in with the Killing Field and enjoy the story where it's at. But if you're a completist like me and you want to go back and get those other stories, then those are also available. There's a backup story in this one. In the last campaign, we had a hybrid tier, and 3 people got a hold of that. And so a challenge for writing is to take 3 different people's ideas for characters and somehow make them work together into a 4-page script. And I did it, and I think it's pretty darn good. So if I do say so myself, I shall pat myself on the back.
I was going to add that in there, if you do say so yourself.
And I do say so myself.
Quite often.
Yeah, quite often. And what you're seeing here, this is the some remastered pages for issue 1. So not only can you get what we've done before, but we've actually working now with Arrow Comics, and in August these books will starting from issue 1 will be going out to the direct market. And I remastered the book for that release, but I wanted to give everybody an opportunity to get something special with these before it goes to direct market, because the backers that have been with me will always take priority over any retailer that might grab the book. So just so you know that. And so what we did is we have a limited number. We're only going to print no more than 100, but really we're going to print what we need. And it's going to have a holofoil cover, and we're going to be sending that out to people so you can get that special edition, fan edition of the remastered issue 1. And then, of course, we've got all the fun covers, the black cover, all that kind of stuff. You can get a sketch.
The black covers are stunning.
Sexy.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Then you can get the that sketch cover is going to be a front and back, so a full wraparound sketch, pencil ink wash. Of issue 1 remaster, so you can get it in that way if you want. And then of course we've got the role-playing game, this RPG. We started working on this back when everyone was locked in their house because of COVID. Nick and I had so many meetings just like this talking about this game, and I think we were a little bit ambitious. We wanted to release this last year, but life, I tried to start a company that failed miserably, and so we had a lot of things going on. So the game got pushed back a little bit. I'm really glad it did, because we were able to refine some stuff, and it's looking great, and it's feeling great. And so you guys will get to experience that tonight for the first time.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, and I've got an action figure up there. So we've got 8 of those action figures still available. There's only going to be 20 of those. They're hand painted, so you can get those. Yeah, and I've got one sitting right here in front of me. Here's the prototype. You can get to see So it comes in this box, like this. The box has this nice little clamshell resealable thing, so you can take it out and play with it.
Yes.
Right? So you can play with the action figure. And then you put it back in. You put it back, and it is signed and numbered. They will be signed and numbered on the back, so you will know that they're very special.
You didn't even sign your own.
No, no, not yet. I'm like...
No, I love that clamshell idea. So you can open it, you can take it out, and
and you can play with that thing. So yeah, there are 8 of those left. You can get that as part of the completist pack, which is $150 with all of the books that are available, or you can do it as an add-on for $30. And so we are offering free shipping to the United States and discounted shipping international.
That's insane. Oh, you also have cosplay.
I am insane.
Look at this.
Yeah, I do have some cosplay here. So you can get the book, the RPG, and you can either cosplay as Chlorine or Ion.
Yeah.
And if you do, that would be awesome. You would make some fans' dreams come true. I'm just saying some people are huge fans of those characters, and to see people cosplay as them would make them very happy. So
I can totally understand that. But I am also going to say I did paint myself up and gender bend your dude here.
You gender bended Bone, and it was great. You did a great job. How long did it take you to get the face paint off?
Not long. So
you gender bent a bone? That sounds painful.
I did. I gender
Ouch.
bent. But yeah, no,
Everyone with a peen is crossing their legs.
Nah, you'll get over it.
Words are words.
What?
I'm not paying attention.
We're saying a lot of words.
Wordy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be good, but please, someone else cosplay them. I have the legs for it, but not the top. Okay? So please.
There you go.
Nick's like, we're gonna. He's
Jams
gonna,
for it, but nothing else.
Nick, you're muffin topping the hell out of those leggings.
Dude, that's not a muffin top. That's a full cup of cake, man.
I swear to all things good and holy, if I see pictures of Nick in tights on the internet tomorrow, I'm gonna freak out.
Oh my
Dude,
gosh!
not
I'm
only-
so
Never
down.
put it past the internet.
All right.
Put it past
I'm
the
an
internet.
ex-reenactor. That is totally doable with about 3 clicks.
Ouch.
So,
So we are
Wow.
3 anyway. Moving right along, we are 7 backers away from unlocking the patch, and that chibi patch. That so I got into patches because of Shae. Shae was like, "Where's the patch?" And I'm like, "Well, I'll do it." So the first 2 patches that I've done were more on the masculine side. They're black and silver and all very like, "Ugh, dude stuff, hybrids, you know, the Het Corporation thing, you know. And I was like, and people kept saying like my wife, my daughter, they're like, maybe you should like do stuff that girls like too. And I'm like, well, what about the chibi patches? And what about Chlorine? She's one of, people's favorite characters. And so we did the chibi Chlorine, and she is available. 7 people. I just need 7 people to jump on to back this. If you do it tonight, that would make it even better. If you back that tonight so that we can order these first thing tomorrow and get them start making them on Monday. So that would be great.
Shae so happy. So happy. So Silver Ogre says, so I got Trash Day and Killing Fields 1. What do I need to be current and remastered so I know which tiers to consider?
Okay, all you have to do is you can get the first book, like where it says just the basics, and then you can add on the we do have it as an add-on, the remastered number 1.
And
Yeah, so
you can
you-
add on the quick play as well, right?
And you can add on the quick play as well. Yeah. And so
Yeah,
there's
so
no
you can
shipping
get-
cost on anything, so it's all like whatever you see there, you can just add that in and it's fine. So yeah, that's what you would do. Cover A or cover B or cover C. If you want the black cover, obviously you can add that too. But everything's also available as an add-on in limited quantities. So yeah, there you go.
Excellent. I love hearing that.
Fantastic.
Do we get the black cover?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I got when he did the first black cover, I got it, and then it shipped, and I got it and was like, what is this one? I looked at it and just went, I have to have all the black covers now.
We're doing a
Like, I
black
have
cover
to.
for every, and there's 4 issues that's going to be compiled for the Killing Field arc.
They
So
are
yeah.
so fucking beautiful.
They
I'm
really
just
are.
saying, go get a black cover.
Who do you think I should put on the next 2 issues? Like, so we did Bone already, and then this one is Link.
Chlorine.
So, Chlorine? Yeah, I think maybe Chlorine. I think I'm not going to give Trashman any love on the black covers. I don't think he's going to get it. I think
No?
the last one. I think the last one will put a villain on. Ooh, that'd be fun.
Ooh, yes.
I love putting villains on the covers.
Yes.
Yeah.
hit Rascal up. I love me some Rascal energy.
Rascal. Ooh, Rascal's got he's gonna have a tough time on this arc. This is fun.
All right. So definitely get in on the absolutely amazing campaign because there is so much goodness in here. But what we are going to do to really entice you is we are going to start the quick play.
Dude,
Wait, you mean the enticement wasn't seeing Nick in tights?
That is
If that's what
the
it
top
takes,
tier
I am
enticement.
devoted.
But we have to give people
You know what?
time.
If somebody puts in $1,000 to this campaign,
Whoa.
one person, I will send a picture of me in tights to Luke to send to them. I'll do it. I'll take the hit for
Wow.
$1,000.
take one for the team.
I will take one for the
For
team.
what?
Everyone
that's
has
the-
their price.
I think that's the rest of the world taking one for the team.
No, see, this is the pictures are all from 20 years ago, where I was half the man I am today, at least.
The left half?
Yeah, you know how much
The
JB
leftover half.
Weld it took to hold my melon together. No, anyway,
Blue Samurai says, no Nick and tights, I'm out. He also says, Rascal for the 4th black cover is perfection.
I took it off that because I had just highlighted it like 3 seconds before.
Yeah, I'm actually going to read it out, so, we make sure that Luke saw it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
God, that remove button is so tempting.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So it's decided. The next book will have Chlorine, and then the 4th book will have Rascal.
Or any hot
the
chick.
black
I'm just
covers.
saying that you have to have at least one cover with a hot chick on it.
I mean, Chlorine is pretty bomb.
Yep. I don't know. So's Zion.
Zion.
One of
I'm
the hot
still
chicks.
We
All
need
depends
more
on-
bad girls. I mean,
Yes.
no.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
Alex understands.
Yes.
Okay.
Hybrids needs a Carmen Sandiego style character. I'm just going to throw that out there. We
Where in
Mixed
the world?
fetish is coming out.
Oh, brother!
Suddenly the theme song is stuck in my head.
Going for the Canadian cartoon, bonus points. You know, I would have gone Rockefeller, but I will give you bonus points, Bert. Since we're not leveling up, it doesn't do you much good. But you know what? You affectionately have some bonus points.
Awesome.
Shae, you've
Alright.
lost control once again.
I know.
And we digress.
I feel like I'm just here. Like I'm not. It's not our channel anymore. I'm just here for the ride with Nick.
That's what happens whenever I'm on anyone's show. Don't feel bad. This is totally normal. And if a game ever goes in a straight line, are you really gaming?
No.
I mean,
not, no.
yeah, you know,
I mean, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially with me.
Look, all I'm saying is we have this asshole over here, we've got this one over here, and then we got this one down here that
I don't know
love
what
to
you're
just
talking
derail shit. The only one who I think doesn't, as far as I'm aware of, would be this guy right here. And that's
Howdy.
usually because he's either
Howdy.
muted. He's either muted or DMing, so he hasn't had an opportunity to derail.
Friends, I am a hobo on the train tracks my player's way. You know, my job is to make this entertaining, whatever works for you. Because this is a great game, however seriously or unseriously approach it. Not when I'm here, Froggy. See, Frog G has seen me on a few shows, so he should know
He
by
knows.
now. You know?
This show had
All
rails.
right.
Yeah, a long time ago. We threw them away.
All
Yeah,
right.
we got rid of them.
They snapped.
They were just taking up space. Okay, so let's go over the rules for those of us who suck and did not read more than our character
So
sheets.
all of us.
Okay, first off, did you guys, instead of me telling you about your characters, do you guys have your character sheets handy?
Yes.
I do.
All right, why don't you tell me each about your characters? That way I can tell you're actually doing your homework.
Oh, I haven't done my homework.
It's okay, I
You mean by
forgive
pulling it up
Red
on the
most
screen?
sins.
Jeez.
I
No,
have
no,
the
just-
character sheets up here. If you want, I can show them up on the screen.
say,
if you want to share
I
on
know
the screen.
Gus is a military veteran who doesn't use guns anymore because of some shame in his past and guilt that he feels, right?
That's a great way of surmising him. Yes. He's a vet. He was a medic at 9/11, and he can use firearms, but he gets no bonus because he put that away. Patched too many holes. That's his sort of shtick. Okay, so you get Gus. Alex? Tell me about Alex.
Thief. A poor thief.
Sorry.
Working at a truck stop. Yeehaw.
Oh yeah, thief, former tagger. Alex Parker's has a tie to one of my favorite thief characters of all time, so it had to be there. So yeah, you get that. You comfortable with that? So that just leaves Bert, and then we'll get to Jenna.
All right, Bert.
Bert. I like Bert.
All right, Jana.
Yeah, well, I've done some things that I've seen a bunch of shit. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not proud of a lot of it, but I kind of hang out in the private sector now, so, you know.
I love it.
Bert.
You get Bert so well, you know.
Yeah.
I love it. You see,
Wouldn't
it
recommend
was so funny. Within 5 minutes of the first playthrough with them, my man realized he didn't pick Bert and should have. And I watched his soul break for a second. It was delightful.
Yeah, I picked Gus, and I'm totally a Bert at heart. I've done things.
All right, you.
I've killed more people than I've loved.
Throwing this out there real quick. You just broke 4,000. You're at 4,029, 94 backers.
Ooh!
Ooh,
Awesome!
Thank you, folks.
Yay!
Thank you.
All right.
These shameful things you've done, was it for money?
It's none of your damn business, and I'll thank you to keep your opinions to yourself.
what it is.
No, it's for free. That's the shameful part.
Oh,
The shameful part is you didn't even get paid for it.
Till now.
Well, you know, you learn some lessons.
It was when I found those pictures on Google.
Yeah, that's when I
Knew the
realized
moment I saw
I'd
them.
been duped.
Some fat
Never again.
swordmaster in tights.
Never again.
There we go.
All right. Jenna is an off-duty police officer. She used to work in Chicago's South Side. She dealt with some shit. She just wants some peace and quiet. She's just fun.
All right, so you guys all know what we're about. Now
You left the big city.
I did. I left
Big old
Chicago to
shit.
go to Ruellen, Illinois.
Ruellen, Illinois. I can describe Ruellen, Illinois real easy for you guys. If you throw a dart at the middle of nowhere, 2 miles west is Ruellen. It's actually so far in the middle of nowhere, it's not even in nowhere anymore.
Nice. It sounds very much like Sumter, South Carolina, where the place sounds like the name, or is like the name sounds.
A hole.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
I actually someday want to do a full source book as a campaign setting, just in like the 3 square miles of Ruellen, Illinois.
Meth house, truck stop, meth house.
I mean, that sounds a lot like Florida too. So yeah,
Alrighty.
especially as you get toward the middle of the state. Anyway, yes.
So you guys are all comfortable with what you are. There's a little stat block at the bottom. You have 6 primary stats. And those are strength, agility, durability, speed, stamina, and intelligence. Do you guys understand what all those are basically about, or would you like a breakdown? Because we're treating this like a session 0 before we get rolling.
Let's do a breakdown just so I remember when I need to worry about what.
Not a problem. Well, it's really easy. You know that other game with lots of D's in it that's very expensive and convoluted? This
Yes.
ain't it.
Oh, thank God.
You see, some of us like the idea that gaming should be fast and easy and fun.
Agreed. That's
so-
why I liked Malifaux. So.
Oh, okay. We do travel in similar circles.
What's the key word? Luke 2?
Other Luke, what was the word from backstage
Yes.
for geek culture?
Oh. Yes. Well, incestuous.
Thank you.
Like I said, everybody in this circle knows somebody or something that brings us up. I got him to blush.
It's so
I got him to blush
incestuous.
sideways.
You didn't even get him to blush. You got him to stutter.
I stuttered that one. I was like, yeah.
Hi, Luke.
You match your chair.
I do. Look at that. Oh, over here. It's all reversed. So I don't. Yeah.
Okay,
I
that
just
is
want you to know. I want it known that was Alex that did that. That was not Jenna. Jenna wouldn't do that to you. Because Jenna just wants this day to be done.
I'm roguish, so
Alex is a bitch.
yeah.
okay. And see, you're all in character. I love it. And okay, so we'll go over the stats real fast.
Okay.
Strength is if you want to lift something, you're punching somebody, you want to throw something. This is the brute power as a stat. Agility is dodging things or aiming things. And you'll see, like, on Jenna, she has a +1 agility when she's using marksmanship, because she's a trained cop. She can aim, squeeze, and fire, Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Sure.
I'm gonna stop sharing for a second because I missed a map. So.
Okay.
And then I'll share again.
No problem.
Okay. So, going back to my stuff, because I printed everything off and threw it in a binder. Okay, so that durability is how tough you are. That's how much it affects how much your hit points are. It's how tough you are. Things like that. It's pretty clear. Okay. So, how hard you are to knock out, things like that. Speed obviously is how fast you are, both when you're running around, on the ground, or establishing turn order. Now, because I met with these lovely folks briefly early before this thing showed up, so I will take it on myself and say that's part of the reason we were a little late starting. I do humbly apologize. It was not the lovely lady's fault. It was entirely mine. But we set up a fixed order, which is something as a gamer and as a GM I encourage you guys to do. Always make the rules work for you. I'll make it easy for you, but if it's ever easier, do it that way. Okay? So you have speed. Stamina is basically how much resilience you have. You know, can you run for a long time? Can you hold your breath a long time? Things like that. Okay, no one's making a bad joke. I always appreciate when I can use the word stamina without it just erupting into problems. And then intelligence is how smart you are. You know, he who laughs last thinks slowest. And on the character sheets, you'll see there's a little like comma +1. That means Jenna's normal intelligence is 2. That's a standard person. One nice thing is everybody's distilled as you get a base +2 on a d20 for anything you try. Just because it should be a little easier for you. We're heroes in this. We're not, you know... I don't believe in negative stats unless there's a dang good reason. Mm-hmm. This reminds me of a back room if my store... Oh, yeah!
Does strength or agility help more when giving birth? What does it add to the natural?
Actually, I would, as a GM, sorry, old school habits are creeping by, and one of those is trademarked to somebody else. So, as a GM, I would actually say that's a stamina thing, because you have to maintain that. I mean, now if you're trying to see how far you can launch a baby because you're a superhero,
durability.
Totally.
Durability, I would roll for your recovery.
I'm gonna point this out to Mo Biggs. He says, "How long do we have to listen to this dude nerd-splain RPG basics?" Shut up, Mo. It's for me.
Actually, no, Mo. You know what? I do know
It's been years, man.
Dude,
Mo,
it's not a good stream unless Mo Biggs is dissing somebody. Like,
and I appreciate it. I always try to make
love.
it to the easiest for the slowest walking person in the room. That's kind of my life's passion. So please bear with
quick
me.
Walker.
That's fine.
I'm just slow
with a limp.
Games.
So
Still get there before you, Alex.
Okay, so with these stats, anything you want to do has a TD.
Like a base difficulty?
Yep, it's a target difficulty to prevent complications with copyrights. I had to double check all my terms, but yes,
That's always a good idea.
Yep, a target difficulty, and it's
we
real
don't want to
simple.
cease and desist.
Right.
So this is what's not a THACO, right?
Oh yes, I predate THACO. THACO is indeed wacko. We don't need to do a chart to find a chart to solve a problem, usually. But as someone who had to write, yeah, it's rough.
What is
Okay, cool.
role-playing?
I need to write in mithril plate. Hold on.
You know what? I will tell you, medieval armor does have a stat in the full core book, because I know my players, and you all are diabolical and villainous, and I have to adapt for that.
I am not.
But okay.
Yes, you are.
Luke is offended by that. He goes, "I resemble that remark."
I most
You know,
certainly do
it's
not.
weird, given the term Game Master in the Hybrids universe, I really thought about wearing horns for this whole presentation.
Right.
But I decided not to, because that, you know, I don't want to offend Luke's sensibilities for a while.
No, that's fine. That's funny. No, the game master is always in control.
Absolutely. So, anything you want to do, I'll tell you what the target difficulty is. You roll a d20, we add to it, and we go. Sometimes gear's involved. You have hit points. Your durability tells you how hard you are to hit. And it's your defense was calculated mostly by your durability. So there you go. We are easy. Do you have any questions before we set the scenario and get this, kick the tires and light the fires?
What's all this blankness?
All that blankness is for what happens in the next session.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely.
Blank is
You
not
stick
blank.
with this. That's why in the actual book, the blank sheet has it as Classified. Ooh, secrets you'll need the book
You
for.
shall not learn these secrets until you have passed this test.
What is the airspeed of an unladen swallow? Anyway,
African or European?
I don't know.
I don't know that.
Okay. That is why I'm gifted with a rolly chair. Yeah. Hi. How are you?
Good, great, fantastic.
Good. Great. Everybody rolling okay? Cool. So, can Luke bring up maps, or am I holding them up to the screen?
I got
Because-
I got your maps right here, brother.
Yeah, I can tell. Wow, my buddy Lito. All right, you guys are all here in a mini mart in theoretically in Ruellen, Illinois. Now, you guys all know why you're here, because there's very little to do around midnight in Ruellen, Illinois.
Yes.
That
I do
crazy
believe
nightlife.
Jenna. It said Jenna wanted coffee. Because
Jenna's
what
just
else
getting-
do you do at midnight? In
Jenna's
Llewellyn,
actually
but
just getting off work. She
I feel-
worked. Oh, what?
I was gonna say I feel like if she.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, I got Jenna and Alex flipped up
Yeah.
because I keep wanting to make your actual name Jenna because I just met you. So
That's
bear
okay.
with me for a second. Alex is getting off work. Yeah, Jenna just wants her cup of coffee because she's starting the midnight shift in Ruellen, Illinois. Took the job because it's boring.
And now is upset that it's boring.
It's boring.
Uh-huh.
Bert just got in from a big old camping trip. Thank you, Frog. Sorry, I get excited. I'm excited about the campaign. I'm excited about the
49.
Yes.
But
Stay on track, Nick. We'll all keep an eye on the campaign. That's what I'm here for.
you know what? I appreciate.
Ignore the comments and play the game.
I'm sorry. I've been doing so many of these things where I have to track the comments for you. You're here. You're drawing, and I'm handling the comments. Anyway, okay. So you're there. Bert just pulled in because he's been off wandering the woods, living off of whatever he can scavenge for fun and
Weirdo Bert.
amusement. You know,
Mushrooms.
mushroom.
I like mushrooms.
Mushrooms and the devil's weed.
Life's been good.
You've seen
You
things.
so far.
Wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, he's seeing more things than usual. Anyway,
Yeah, no, exactly. May or may not be there.
So we're in a mini mart.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are basically you're at a mini mart just by a major intersection that has nothing around it for miles except some woods out back and a state park behind it. The
Question.
rest of it's yes.
Is this my truck stop or is this someplace else?
Where you work, yes.
Oh, okay.
This is Alex's truck stop. She's off duty at midnight, but her relief hasn't come for one reason or another. So she's just basically punching out like, I'll sit here, but I'm not going to be on the clock, you know.
I'm a
And you
thief.
got-
I'm going to milk that clock.
Exactly, and that works too. I love when people get a character design. Cool. So you guys are all sitting, because this is a tiny community. You all basically know what each other are about, and if you guys want, I've been on the fence. Yeah,
Keep going.
Keep
Keep going.
going.
Nick.
Keep going.
Ignore the comments.
it's really. Hold on, glasses
Just
are
turn
off.
it to private chat. Turn it to private chat so you can't see them.
Well,
No, it's because we keep putting them on the screen.
Oh,
I actually. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll make it work. My
got
players
the
love that
glasses
I'm
off. You can't see
distractible.
anything.
Yeah, actually, I'm really, really nearsighted, so like I can't read any of you guys' names anymore.
So I'll distract God with shiny keys. And just
Now you are learning how to game with me. But okay, so do you guys want to chat? Do you want to interact? Or are you ready to have this go?
Let's hear
Let's
it.
do this. All right, everybody. I want you to roll a. Actually, you know what? First, tell me where you are in the store, just so I know.
Area 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's the register?
Area 2.
There's a register in Area 2 for the sandwich shop. It's a Trainways because they can't afford to keep the franchise, and
Trainways.
at the main customer area, which is Area 1 over here, has actually the whole bulletproofed in,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm over there watching Jenna the cop, and when she's not looking, I'm avoiding the camera and pocketing some cash.
You're so
Okay, you know what? Let's have some fun. I can roll with this for a second. Roll a dexterity check for me, please. So
Shae-
we'll make it. I need you to roll a d20 and add your dexterity bonus.
Roll for me and roll good, and move that back up because you just moved it down to where we can't see anymore. There we go. Hit roll on the d20.
I literally did nothing, but okay.
A 6.
That is not fantastic.
No.
Okay. Now I'm gonna give a chance. I need Jenna to roll one for her with her intelligence bonus and an extra plus for investigate because she's
Okay.
in cop mode.
So, which of my stats is this going off of for
It is
my
going off
bonuses?
of your dexterity.
Your agility.
Okay.
Okay.
Your agility.
I said
So-
dexterity. Old habit. Sorry. Your agility.
So it's the base plus 2 plus my modifier, right?
Right.
Yes.
So
it's
9.
six.
3. Yeah, so 9.
Right.
Yeah, you get a 9 on that one.
Okay.
All right. Let's see if the cop that is just starting to get on duty is gonna catch this ridiculous thief.
And I'm gonna give you a -1 because you haven't had your caffeine yet.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I think
And you rolled a 7. Okay,
7,
so
and this is going off of my.
This is your
your
intelligence.
intelligence, so that's +2, that's 9. And
Plus
then
one for
+1
investigate.
because it's investigate because you're a cop.
And then -1 because I haven't had my coffee.
Well,
So we each got a 9.
you
So
actually got another +1 for
investigating.
for intelligence. So you have for legal you get a +1, and for investigate
Yeah,
you get
but
a
this
+1,
isn't a
so that's
legal check.
+2.
The legal check only applies if she's knowing, like, is it illegal to do something?
Okay.
Okay.
So it's
That-
a 9
that's
to
the
a
whole-
9.
So here's what happened. Alex tried to be smooth, pulling some money, and basically fumbled it, closing the drawer. The drawer slammed shut, so you spun, realizing the drawer slammed shut, and you looked and you saw, well, the cashier just shut the drawer as she's getting off duty. Why am I jumping at this? God, I need my coffee.
Yeah.
The nice thing about the hybrid universe, folks, is it's real people doing real reactions. And at this point, everybody give me an agility check. So you only need to crack a 5, but roll
Alright.
20,
So.
and then add your agility modifier.
Oh, wow.
9.
Fuck.
You could critically fail, which would be hilarious, but
So I got 6. Alex, what did you? Want me
Go
to
ahead and roll
you?
for me, please. So 10 plus 3.
So
as long as
13.
you crack 5 total, you are okay.
Cool, thank fuck. Luke, do you need me to roll, or Gus got a
No,
9 for
I
Woodrow?
got here. Here, let me reset it. Share.
Shae, you really are sleepy.
I'm just saying, in IRL, actual dice love me. Digital dice hate my guts.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You've never had luck with them.
All right, so
Even
do I
Woodrow
put my
knows,
modifier in
digital
here?
dice kill me.
Yeah, you
Is that how
can.
this works? So 3 and then roll.
Yeah.
Fucking
Dang.
hell.
Nice.
You are awake like a motherfucker. You
Definitely beat 5.
you found meth in the forest. And,
No, this makes perfect sense. Let me explain what happened. You guys are going about your thing. You know, Gus is getting something to eat. Bert, he came into the room. He doesn't know why. He doesn't care. You know? And there is an audible explosion outside. And what you see is a huge black semi-truck, right? All blacked out. Are you okay? Oh,
He's
good
acting it out.
roleplay. Okay, excellent. the driver tires on you can see it coming down the road, which would be nothing except they've exploded. It has come careening across 2 lanes of traffic and slammed into the gas pumps just outside the front of the mini mart.
Right, so map right
fuck.
from where we're looking right now.
Basically, just past where the diagonal parking is. You guys can look straight out there and see it.
I will
Okay.
show you another map that may show you a little bit of the
There you go.
right in this section.
And this
here.
is fine, because you guys know the area. This is all common to you guys. And there's just... You know, you can hear the horn. Are you guys going out to investigate, or are you like, you know...
I have to. I'm a cop. Damn it.
Yeah.
right. You know,
Go.
I for once am going to be a slightly responsible employee. After tucking the money into my pocket that I just stole, is the gas cutoff switch behind the counter or mounted on the
it
wall
is
outside?
behind the counter.
Okay, then I'll hit that.
It is... Excellent. So there
Nice.
not a flaming explosion for you guys to deal with. That makes things potentially better. Or not. Okay, so Jenna's rushing out. Bert, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow her just to see what the hell just happened and why.
Gus?
Same. I'm looking for injured people I can help pull out of the wreckage.
Alright. So, as you guys rush out, you see there's a teenage girl laying near the open back door of this tractor trailer. You know, you've got the big trailer. She's laying on the ground. She looks really out of it. It's really weird. She's got pink hair. She's in a white bodysuit. Like, this is not normal things.
What's with the bodysuit?
I would go right to her with my individual first aid kit.
And I'd run around
what I
back
can
to
do.
see where she came from, because if there's people being smuggled in the back of this tractor trailer place, that's a concern.
What
I'm
color
gonna
is her hair,
trail
did you say?
after-
Pink.
I'm gonna
Pink?
trail after Jenna,
Pink.
but I'm looking around, seeing where the truck came from. Are there skid marks? Did it bust through the tree line? Where did it?
If you look down the road, you can see where there's a almost charred flash where the tire blew.
Okay.
And then the groove where basically it went from a normal tire to a rim, and it just pulled it driver's
Off the road.
side across the road and to almost right into the mini mart. Their brake locks up. And okay, so that's what you see there. While
Okay.
you're as you guys move to approach her, 3 strange men. They're in full body armor. You know, they're in black, looks like black plastic high-tech body armor, holding assault weapons you've never seen before.
Yeah, I'm drawing a gun and telling him to drop it, even though I'm probably gonna get myself shot because there's 3 of them.
They
You
are
said no
really
time.
out of it. And as they start to pull up, all the lights in the place go off. Every light, there's a buzz noise. You hear static, and smoke pops up from all the cars. You know, right from the engine, there's the shock pop noise. And the only thing that seems to be working at the moment is the LED neon sign for the gas station. And it's you know, the animated, usually, you know, cigarettes this much kind of sign.
Right.
Except it's saying help her, danger, run. And it cycles for a couple times before the lights in the gas station come on. All your cars are still smoking. The tractor trailer is smoking. The headlight for the tractor, for the trailer part of the front of the semi, has gone out.
Okay,
And
so
all-
instead of using my first aid kit, I plan on picking this girl up and running in an opposite direction if we're in between cover, if I can, like between them and the wreckage.
Okay, so you run out, you grab the girl, and you're heading back around the building, because that's the only cover you're really gonna find. Either the car's parked out front, or the building itself.
Yeah, I want to get her out of the way because it looks like stuff's about to go down.
Okay.
Is there smoke still hanging in the air? Like, what's the visibility like?
None of it's really okay. Wait, let me think about it. Yeah, there's some visibility from like the front of the tractor engine, like it really took the brunt of whatever caused all the stuff to short out. And let me double check. Okay, the lights are flickering. The guys are kind of tapping the side of their head, basically like I just did, forgetting I had a headphone on. It's like they're trying to adjust something, and they're very bewildered, and they're looking at you. They see you, so the weapons are coming up. On
I draw my rifle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And train it on them. Don't fucking move.
Same.
Okay.
Dude, I have a 6-shooter. What kind of old school shit am I tucking around? What the hell?
That's her off-duty gun. That's like her personal carry.
Reliable.
It's all reliable with 6 shots. Let's hope I don't fuck this
The
up.
Ruellen Police Department doesn't exactly have a lot of funds, so
I'm
it's
really
the
glad
same
that I
cop.
left Chicago for this.
Oh, yeah, well, she figured it's a cop 38. You know what I mean? She's in Ruellen. The scariest thing is a drunken white guy. I mean, she doesn't need to worry much.
She was wrong.
Don't worry, it's the middle of nowhere, so they'll have an AMRAP.
Mo Big's just roasted side. The only thing working at the moment is the sign.
Yeah, it is.
Alex is clearly not working.
I'm not.
To rob the cash register while the rest of us are outside.
I actually have my backpack on the. Is there any weapon inside to deter robbers?
That is a beautiful question. And normally I would make you roll for it, but you work there. There is behind the counter in the bulletproof glass area is a sawed-off shotgun.
No,
I'm taking that and any ammo that's there.
There are 3 rounds, basically 2 in it and 1 sitting next to it.
Joy.
And that's a damage 12 weapon.
Well, I'm grabbing that and taking that outside with me and following the group that I guess is running in 9 directions.
No,
Okay,
just
so-
2. One's going back. The rest of us are apparently trying to die.
Okay. I'm going to.
I told them not to fucking move.
I'm going
Because I
to
will start
join.
popping heads.
Look, I'm just gonna say this, Luke. I have a 6-shooter, and you have a rifle. They have assault rifles, and there's 3 of them.
And body armor.
We're
right.
doing great. I mean, I have body armor too.
Bert and Jenna, roll an intelligence check. We'll make it a TD of 10. So
Okay.
roll 20, add your intelligence, and you get to add your investigate. Bert gets to add his
Tracking and survival.
We'll say survival.
Survival. Okay. So.
Yeah.
Because you're about to die, so survival.
No, you guys keep talking about the guns. You're like, hey, have assault rifles.
Is this me? Okay. Cool.
So to finish what I was saying, I'm
Ready
going
for
to
you to
be
rock.
with the other 2 in trying to stop the people who are responsible for fucking up my workplace. I'm also muttering under my breath that I better get a bonus for this.
You know what? I love it. Alex is just like lock and load. I did not expect this level of job loyalty. This is beautiful. Okay.
So,
I'm poor. Where else am I going to work in this podunk town? I mean, fuck.
Employee of the
No,
month.
And they never check the register at the end of the shift. So I mean, where else is she going to steal from in this podunk town?
Right.
Alright, so Bert got a 22. Heaven help me, please don't be bad.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 21.
Awesome. You guys
Really?
know firearms as part of your living. You are trained to recognize firearms. You know military hardware. You know these guns are not either they're some kind of sci-fi prop or they are some kind of crazy blaster rifle thing. They've got little hole, the heat ports that should be normal are glowing an unholy red. There's you guys can smell a faint burst of sulfur coming from the firearm itself, and it hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah.
They're bringing it up. Let me see. I have to decide if they're going lethal or non-lethal.
What is that?
Okay, you guys are lucky. You see a switch, and the underside of the gun hits faint blue. And fortunately, these guys can't hit the broadside of a barn. The first two open up on you guys, and these kind of blue wavering electrical bolts sizzle the air. Next to you, one hits the pump, and it just disperses in sort of a row of electricity kind of sparking out every which way. The second one sizzles off into the night, bumping into the sign.
I would like to shoot.
I imagine we don't need to get hit by that.
I'm gonna try and stop the other two from firing and see if we can't go take cover somewhere. Because I don't feel like us firing with any of our shit is gonna help.
How far away are the cars?
The cars, you guys are based. The cars that have all blown up.
Shit!
The engines are smoking.
I don't want to be by that.
I will not take cover behind the shrapnel.
Bert, give me another intelligence check, adding your survival to it.
All right. So.
Because I can't give you information without you guys earning it to an extent.
That's totally fine. You want to bring up my roll?
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
I should do my job.
All right, here we go.
Not
Reset button.
Torque.
All right, here we go. False start. Here we go.
The price is wrong, Bobby.
12. Right?
Okay. You did government work. You know what it looks like when an EMF goes off. So basically an EMP bomb hit, shutting down everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is weird because those sparky guns still work. That should bother you. Now, looking around, the only cover is the woods behind the trail. There's a trail behind the gas station that leads to the back end of a park.
All right.
Everywhere else is basically open fields. Let's see, you're doing that. Alex, you're paranoid. Will you roll a intelligence for me?
Shae, would you roll an intelligence for me?
What am I adding to anything or no?
Yes, maybe. +1.
Fuck.
+2 +1.
So 3.
Yes.
I'm happy that the CY.borg can do math.
Always a good thing with technology. Works well.
Here is what happened, folks. Alex takes a step back, dramatically looking around, and sees 4 lights on the highway, and one 30 feet above the highway, and thinks, that reminds me of Christmas.
Alright, I think I'm gonna make my way back to where Gus ran with the girl. But I'm gonna keep my eye on these guys and my gun trained, so
I'm gonna try grabbing Alex to let Bert kind of
come on, you two,
while I
Let's
get
go.
Alex out of the way.
Okay, so you guys are moving.
We don't want to be anywhere near that shit.
But I moved much faster than you.
Yeah, you're too busy staring at pretty lights, you dumbass.
I went to cover, and I think the only cover was the woods, because I want to get the girl out of whatever firefight looked like was going to happen.
So you're already back here in this area then?
Yeah.
That's where I was headed, yeah.
Okay. So, you guys are running through the woods. The light from the semi that was shining on that entrance is now off. The two guys who were shooting at you have pulled up their guns, tapped their heads again, and are moving towards the lights of the vehicles that are coming.
That sounds like a really bad time. Thank you, Silver, for the tweet and retweet.
Thank you.
So you guys
We
are
are so
away
close,
from that
by the
patch.
way.
Yeah.
We are so close, by the way.
That's
One
awesome.
backer away from hitting the patch.
Yes.
So good. Okay.
And Frog G, take care. Since you're hopping
Have a
off to
great
work.
night, Frog.
Oh, take it easy, Frog G.
Frog's awesome.
off.
He's on every show I end
He
up
is.
watching.
He
That
is.
is awesome.
We love Frog.
He's great.
Okay. And I love how this says assuming the players survive and escape. I'm sorry, I found the snark I wrote and it made me tickle for a minute.
Well, at least you knew your target audience. Yourself.
Yeah, so what he's talking about is, and when I read it, when I put all the pages together for the print file, it says like there's two scenarios: winning scenario, losing scenario, and for everything. And it goes, assuming the players survive. It's like this was the first part of the story. You think they're gonna die here? Yes,
I
I
know-
totally thought
I
you would
have-
die here.
I think they're going to
I'll
attack.
be honest, I have had players whose response would be, bull rush, we're hitting them hard and taking their stuff. And they also are the ones who can't roll above a 5 to save their lives. So,
Always the one that should.
By the way.
do.
Leroy Jenkins.
Shay,
hey, Jenkins.
Jenna, you're no longer rolling for me.
Okay.
I'm rolling my own shit.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's a good choice. I understand that choice.
You don't want that
All right.
responsibility anyway.
I don't have to add the padding. You guys are keeping it rolling and entertaining. So basically, you guys survive,
Thank goodness.
and you're running. You've been guided into the woods by circumstance and the fact that it's the only cover around. Southwest of the truck stop. These woods are dense and nearly impossible to travel through off the trail. This is the northernmost edge of the BKM Cook State Park, and the trail winds through swampy terrain and leads to a number of clearings. Each clearing has its own individual challenges. You guys theoretically know what this place is like because you're locals and there isn't a lot to do in Ruellen, so hikes happen. The first thing you encounter is a locked gate and a shed. So if you'll bring that up. Alright, you guys are on the bottom half. That fence is 12-foot tall cyclone fence, and it extends basically anywhere past that dark line is possibly quicksand. This is a very dangerous bog left over, from when the glaciers dug the area out. So it's a forestry protected bog that's totally unsafe to wander through. There is a shed, there is a large
I.e.,
gate.
he doesn't want you going there.
Oh, you can try.
The fence is the only way through.
It's been a while since I've had a body count as a DM. I mean,
Screw you guys.
but fortunately,
But I'm
I'm a
willing to
GM.
change that.
Not only is it impossible, it's impassable.
Yes.
Oh god! I want to book these guys for the next issue in this session. By the way, you guys are great.
Are there
I
any
love the-
markings on the shed other than my tagging?
Someone who understands the
Ruellen
character.
sucks.
It's.
It's like,
I might stop to tag it. It's one of the few pieces of equipment that I have on my character sheet is spray paint.
so I'm,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just randomly look at that and be like, "Your handiwork, seriously?"
And
Thank you.
I'm gonna extend my finger.
Like you're real lucky. You're real lucky that right now I'm trying to keep your dumbass alive, staring at fucking lights.
My gun's bigger than yours, officer.
Ladies, can you have a gun measuring contest later?
I've got a shotgun.
was
She's
that?
got a little pew pew.
Okay.
Just
I
saying.
got a
You are-
bulletproof vest, bitch.
Hey, Gus, how's that girl?
Did it help you with the lightning? Did it?
She's like blinking in and out. She's just like, please help. And she's like, whoa. Medically, she looks like she's under heavy narcotics.
Oh, okay.
So
Sedation,
she's
gotcha.
like, her pupils aren't dilating right, and she's muttering stuff that makes no sense. clearly
Cthulhu.
hallucinating about angels and demons and all sorts of there's
Clearly.
no sense coming out of her.
So
Because
I don't know. Talking about demons after those bitches that just came out of that
Yeah.
thing, that sounds kind of plausible.
somebody's
By the way-
playing a cop. Yes.
Just a little background. Is the world that we're in our world, or is it a world where, crazy shit happens?
Have you met our
That is-
world?
Yeah, that's what
No.
I was gonna say.
I'm
Have
sorry,
you-
I just had to flash back through some of my more colorful experiences, and I will say yes.
Okay, had you
you
not
and I
taken
were-
LSD and shrooms at the same time, would this be that world or the other one?
For the most of your, for what, actually it's a good question. What you guys know is it's a normal world, but you guys have all seen the ghost hunter shows and all these things, the
Okay.
conspiracy shows. But weird things are coming up more in the news. You guys hear about disappearances, you see strange lights in the sky, and you guys
Dogs
have all
and cats
seen it.
living together. I understand.
Exactly. So it's,
I was just gonna say that I would let everyone know. I'd look around and be like, I don't know what she's talking about, but I think someone's gonna have to carry her. It looks like you guys got guns. I'll handle the girl, and I'll basically try to put her around my back and make sure I've got her, because if she can't walk on her own, someone's gonna have to carry her.
Figure out a way through this fence.
You're going to carry her like a Yoda backpack, is what you're saying?
Yes, that's
Okay.
exactly what I'm saying.
So what's on this shack? I'm sorry, we kind of got
Okay.
sidetracked.
no, you're fine. Up ahead is a narrow, briar-filled swamp opens up to a clearing. There's a 12-foot cyclone fence that blocks your way. You can see a bridge floating kind of boardwalk past it. There's a gate with a keyed combination lock. So it's the kind of lock that has where you can slide the tumbler or you can open it with the key. Both options.
Okay.
Uh,
Congratulations, by the way. Luke Stone just got 100 backers. Patch unlocked.
100 backers. Everyone gets the patch.
4172.
100 backers.
4172.
Yay!
Nice.
Okay.
All
Congratulations.
right, back to the game. Sorry.
There's a small 4x6 maintenance shed to the right. That's what that little building with the solar light on the front is. The solar light is staticking. There are warning signs about the threat of quicksand and sinkholes everywhere. The the shed is locked with basically a dollar store piece of crud. A lock.
Okay, I'm taking that lock off first to see if there's anything useful before we head into...
It is locked. Are you going to try to break it? Are you trying to pick it? Or how are you trying to deal with the lock?
So I'm going to walk over and look at the lock, see the fact that it's a cheap piece of shit, which I assume, given my experience, I know. I'm going to point behind me and say, "Oh, look, a donut," to distract Jenna.
God.
So I'm
Alex
going
the
to
Cyborg
stare
is
at
my hero.
Alex. because
Roll for
obviously-
confirmation, was that? Roll for target difficulty.
Opposed intelligence roll. You guys roll to see who's higher. Go ahead. We'll see it
Oh
out.
my
That's how we're gonna
God.
handle you trying to con each other.
So
Don't forget.
That's good. I like that.
Alex is rolling for
D20, yeah.
themselves.
Whenever two people are opposing each other on a stat, you just use their stat modifiers, and you roll to see who's higher. That's, if you're wrestling for a straight strength check, if you're trying
Jesus,
to outshoot
bitch.
each other.
What'd you say this was? Intelligence?
Intelligence.
Uh-huh.
Why isn't this working?
Because you're dumb.
It's technology. Technology hates me.
This is a real life. This is a real life intelligence.
Oh, because I'm trying to click on the fucking preview of it on the stream.
Oh my gosh!
Like I said, that's a real life intelligence.
There you
roll.
go.
19. We both got 19.
You guys are matched
Okay.
for wits.
So you guys You're literally staring at each other menacingly. Seriously?
Alex is like,
Seriously.
donut. Jenna's like, I know there's no
Fuck you.
donuts back there. I looked earlier.
There are donuts.
I get a +1 to smell donuts because I'm a cop. That's a speeding ticket later. Anyway.
I'm just going to use the butt of the shotgun to take that lock off.
Okay, roll a strength check. You need to beat a 10, because it's a weak.
Ooh, I get +1 strength.
You want to reset?
Yeah.
So you're gonna end up with +3 to your roll because you got a base 2. There you go. 18. You basically fine. It pops off
Like butter.
butter.
So I'm just gonna mark that down as the second stupid law that you've broken. So
First, you didn't see the first one.
True.
the first one didn't.
But you just confirmed it,
fumbled it all
dumbass.
back into the thing. I'm talking about. Okay.
She's
No,
talking about
I
the
love
theft
it
that
because,
she didn't see.
She went, no, first one, you didn't see the second. She's like, wait, what? Yeah, what? You know,
All right. I'm turning to everyone else. We're leaving her in the bog. What's in the shed?
okay, the shed cracks open, right? Inside the shed, there's a... No, we're not going to do that. I'm tempted. It's funny, but we're not going to do that. There's a bow saw, but that wouldn't work for anything. There's a machete, 4 damage. A chainsaw, 8 damage with enough gas for 10 uses. A medical kit, because it's a trauma, wherever you have a chainsaw, you have to have a trauma kit. And that will let a player heal 1d4 damage if they're injured, or +2 to that if it's done by a nurse, like, say, Gus.
Yeah.
1 push lawnmower, please don't weaponize it. I mean, I'll figure it out on the fly if need be.
I mean, my
Just take the
roommate
blade
was
off.
just playing that
Oh,
game
damn.
where you're in the zombie apocalypse and you have to
Dead
make all
Rising.
your weapons. Yes,
Dead
thank you,
Rising.
Dead Rising.
I saw it as soon as I said that. I'm like, why did you know the
You
rule
mean you
players?
do have death metal hero in here, so I mean it's like
Put a chainsaw on top of the lawnmower. Let's do this shit.
I
Luke
was
2,
thinking,
I'm
like,
just saying,
lawnmower shield, just like.
those blades are impossible to get off. I've had to do it.
They're not
pretty hard.
impossible.
To do it
You got
quickly.
tools?
Okay.
Yes. Oh,
You got
There's
tools on you?
I got a hatchet
There's a-
on me.
I got a neat trick. I can only do it once. No, There's a pack of cigarettes and a lighter, and written on a scrap that's been stuck to the wall is the numbers 2388.
Okay, I am taking the piece of paper, assuming that it's for the combination lock since I'm familiar with this area. And, I don't have the lockpick. And I'm taking the machete.
I'll take the chainsaw and the trauma kit because I need something.
Oh,
Fair.
that makes me
Oh,
happy.
I'm
love
sorry,
whenever
does the
Gus picks up the chainsaw.
Does the cop
look.
want to shoplift? Go ahead.
The cop. So Jenna, I'm gonna walk over to you and I'll hand you my individual first aid kit. That way we.
There's one thing I skipped in just dyslexia reading. There is a set of keys with a pewter train keychain.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take the set of keys because I don't trust Alex to take.
Wait, who was the first one in here? Because if I was the
That would
first
be
one in
Alex.
here, I'm grabbing the keys. I drive this train.
I'm just.
Right? Oh, fuck.
I drive the train. I'm gonna have so much fun watching this later, like just rewatching it. I can popcorn and be like, "You guys made me suffer." Okay.
I think that should be like that. That's the thing. She grabs the keys, and I drive this train, and everybody looks at her like, "You're so weird."
So
Pretty lights on the street. Now you're driving trains. Sounds good.
Don't cut yourself with that machete, huh?
Bert gave me shrooms. It's fine.
But,
Tallying
Dave,
all
or
of
did
the
you
laws
liberate
being
those?
broken. Look, if we weren't possibly about to die, all y'all would be fucked right now. I'm just saying.
hey, what did
You're
I
so
do?
lucky I'm off duty.
I just wandered in out of the woods. I've been camping. I don't know what you're talking about. Give me.
giving
Snatch my
a
mushrooms
crazy
back.
person shrooms, and then letting them take a machete.
Okay, so keys,
What you
slip
don't
of
know
paper,
is
and machete.
they're only morels. The whole effect is placebo. They're just morels. You've seen them go by. They're literally just plain morel mushrooms, and they're like, ah! You know?
I also
Cooking
sniff.
with those later.
I also sniff glue at work, so I walk out of the shed.
Not surprising. Was there anything left on the table, or did we get all the items aside from the lawnmower?
Lawnmower.
I'm grabbing
I don't know.
the
Did
lighter.
anybody grab this? Did anybody grab the lighter and cigarette? Did anybody?
I'm just gonna grab that just in case.
And then
They
you
got
also
it
got
on
my
layer.
personal kit, my personal first aid kit too, since that way we can
Yes.
split that up.
That's cool. But if this were a leveling campaign, you'd be getting bonus points for being a good player. Okay, about that time, you hear the tornado siren start to wind up, and then it crackles, and you hear a voice that says, "Hurry, they're coming."
Oh God, that's ominous as hell.
Okay,
All right,
Alex,
we need to get the
you
hell
wanna-
out of here.
Do you want to try any of those fucking keys for this lock over here, or the combination, or something?
No, I'll just use the combination.
Assuming that that's the right one. Good job.
All
you don't
right,
need to.
can we?
You don't need to roll to use a combination. He walks up, ticka, ticka, you know. and of course, you have to make that noise, ticka, ticka, taka,
Ticka,
Where does it
ticka,
work?
taka ticka.
Taka,
Faster, Alex.
Alex. While she's sitting here going ticka, ticka, taka, ticka, you see a searchlight kind of moving through the woods from up above, and it sweeps across you. All of you, would you be kind enough to roll a durability check?
All right.
Nice. Gus got a 20 even.
Oh, fucking Gus.
Okay.
Fucking Gus.
22.
Like, I'm happy because, medic. It's nice that you didn't die, but... Fucking shit!
We're rolling a what?
Durability.
Fucking mother shit, I got a 5! Fuck!
Is that one mine?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Is that what you got?
No.
Reset.
Shut up!
Why are you so bad at this?
Can I shoot the cop?
No.
I won't. I have no problem with PvP in this game.
I'm pretty
mean,
sure that the
that's
cop's
not-
about to be found the fuck out. We're doing a durability and I got 5.
16.
Okay. So, is the cop the only one who rolled less than a 15?
Yes.
Okay, so everyone who rolled over a 15, you feel better. You can't explain why, you just feel like an energy coursing through you, like the little cuts you may have picked up throughout the day you don't normally think about, or got scratched, or whatever. You just feel kind of energized and tingly. You don't know why. The cop just kind of looks, crosses her eyes, and drops like a sack of potatoes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Who wants to carry Miss fucking 5 over there?
I set her down on the ground and do a medicine roll just to get an investigating look of what happened.
Give me a roll for it.
11 plus 2, I believe, for first aid. So, yeah.
Okay.
13.
Beautiful. Basically, you start doing the whole checking for, is her pupil responding? And as you're messing with her, she kind of blinks back up. Okay. That was weird, But you can feel your faculties coming back to you. You don't know what that was about. You just reacted a little weird.
Does it look similar to the way the girl was acting at all? Or was
no,
it too fast?
no.
Way too fast? Okay.
Yeah, this was one of those where she just dropped and then popped right back up,
The fucking hell? This is themselves in fright.
So,
Yeah,
I'm
passed out
gonna...
and
Give-
came back, so.
Give me a couple rounds, whoever gave that comment. Just wait for it.
That was Wolverine.
I mean, what?
That was Wolverine.
Once she's up off the ground, I'm gonna ask her, so do we need to go back for coffee, or are you okay to continue?
Fuck you.
Is the lock off?
Yes, the lock is off.
Alright.
Okay, so you see.
Hey, does anybody else feel like okay, like better than okay? Or
So
just
it-
me?
Not
If-
at all.
If you saw Big
Well, I
Trouble
mean,
in Little China, it's like I just drank that stuff.
Yes, that
towards
is
the end.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Feeling kind of
something like
great.
that.
I feel
So
great.
that's why I felt like shit. Is because I was like, I don't do narcotics.
Did I just
you
pick
never
up a
got your
vitality
coffee.
pack?
Well, I mean, I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm feeling kind of invincible.
It's like a super mushroom. I don't know.
Is anyone
Jenna, you
on
good to
here?
go? Are we good? Can we go through this fence now? Because
Please.
I look around and do we see anything behind us? Any indication of how close they
in
are?
the distance, you see just flecks of light as though somebody with like searchlights or big flashlights is shining on the wood's edge.
Mm-hmm.
And
Does
you
it look like
you
they're moving closer?
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And the spotlight that passed over you you can see it kind of circling to come back to where you guys are.
I
Because
would prefer
like
to not be here when that passes a second time because I don't feel like passing out again.
while we're doing that, Gus, Bert, and Jenna all roll an intelligence check with a +1.
18 for Gus.
Okay.
Loaded die.
Alright. 14.
Okay, that's fine. You don't need a really high score
All
on
right,
this
so
one.
we're using.
I don't roll.
All of our. What do we?
You can add. Just add
yep,
a
3.
base +1
Right.
because
Base +1. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks.
17. Here's the thing. That light is moving like a helicopter. You guys have all been trained to deal with helicopters. But helicopters make noise at this level.
It's not making noise.
It's dead silent. Just... It's not even whooshing. You should... Like, nothing. You can hear the super turbines in the distance from the wind, and you can't hear this thing.
Yeah, I definitely
That's
am not a fan of
disconcerting. We need to get out of here. Like,
We need to find cover.
Okay, I've seen enough X-Files to know that we're screwed. Who among us doesn't have an obvious weapon?
this. I, think
I got a
everyone's-
chainsaw.
Yeah, so everybody's armed.
Everyone has something now.
Oh, okay, because people were
Except for
bitching.
the girl.
People were bitching. I took the machete, so I'm just asking.
Yeah, you wanna-
If somebody's
you wanna just-
whining,
I got a
they can
hatchet.
whine. They're not
Just
playing.
walk.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm very protective of my players when the game starts. Like,
No, I
may
meant when I-
handle you.
When I took it out of the shed, everyone in the party was like, "Oh, I wanted the machete."
No, it was more of a we don't want you to have
You.
them.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the biggest problem.
I've also
It's-
got a shotgun.
I've got a bolt
Yeah,
action rifle.
if I didn't think
don't
that you'd
care.
shoot me, I'd
Somewhere,
take that from you.
somehow, Bruce Campbell is sitting up and stopping what he's doing, and there's an attractive woman with a machete and a shotgun.
I'm getting the fuck away from that light. I don't know what the hell these bozos are doing.
As you guys basically, are you going through the gate onto
Yes.
the boardwalk away? Okay, so you guys are moving through the shadows on the along the boardwalk. Now, as you're going on, you hear a loudspeaker start up from the craft that's circling around trying to find you. We don't want you. We want the girl. She's dangerous. We're with the government. We're here to help.
Is it as convincing as you just made it?
Yes.
I
and then-
work for the government, and I don't like the government. No, they're not getting the girl.
Okay.
And then
Military.
Yeah, I used to work for him. Fuck you.
you
motherfuckers.
hear
Yeah,
the
let's
same
keep going.
crackle, and you hear the voice from the tornado siren kick in. Lies! Behind you! Run!
I run.
Gus is like, I run. I don't even look.
Yeah. It's
Just
gotten
run.
weird enough I trust that voice.
Weird shooting at me. Okay, you guys are crossing a bridge. There's always so we're actually through this section. We're to the next section labeled the clearing. There we go. And you guys get to an area. Each one of these squares is 5 feet, if anyone's wondering, just to give you an idea how big this area is.
Okay.
And you hit that about as you hear the thing behind you. So all of you turn to look. I need an intelligence roll from everyone, please.
Alrighty.
And now for the good stuff.
So, Luke, yours is up.
So just base and then roll?
Intelligence,
Or
let's
do I get
see.
anything for tracking or survival?
You get, actually you get both in this case. This is a rare case where both tracking and survival will kick in for you. So that gives you a +4 total?
It's a good thing I had it. Shit.
Jeez.
14.
Okay.
Alright, Alex, you ready?
Yes. It's just going to be a regular +2 is my thing.
I love it. With none of the bonuses, he still gets 2 more than Bert. That's beautiful.
Alright. And then...
Nope.
Oh, did, Woodrow... Oh no.
Oh.
I meant to do that. I'm sorry.
19! Okay.
Plus 4, so I got a 23.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then I gotta roll. I suck. I got a 10.
You're a city girl. You're a city girl. You're in the woods. There's
I got
dirt.
no excuse.
There's crazy white people. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Jenna doesn't.
Why am I
This is
here?
not. She didn't sign up to be a forest ranger.
I just want to go back to Chicago. Fuck this.
So as you say
Oh.
"der," I go, "You're so pretty."
Oh, go! Be careful. The fans will
Don't
start
shoot,
shipping Alex
Like,
and
that'll
Jenna.
alert them to our position. If you want to suffocate them, that's fine, but...
I was just gonna
don't shoot
say
them.
I put my hand on my gun and then Bert comes in with all of that and I'm like, fucking lucky.
Alert them to our position.
All you guys get
Besides,
hit
you
with a
shouldn't
heavy smell of sulfur.
That
So
is
the smell of the
disgusting.
guns. Okay.
Oh, well, see, and then you hear a low rumbling. Any of you been to the zoo? You know how you feel a tiger roar
Yep.
more than actually hear it at first? It just builds up in your chest, and your lizard brain kind of craps itself?
Yep.
This is the effect
That is
as
a
you
big
see
predator.
two...
I don't like this.
You see two glowing eyes bounding from tree to tree as the light opens up from the craft above you in the clearing, and this thing bounds down onto the ground. It's a nightmarish creature. It's a bluish wolf-like creature with huge demonic-looking bat wings, an arcing scorpion tail, and spikes at unnatural angles coming off of it. It's growling at all of you, and it basically looks... It's a good hit of your set and jumps up in the trees to bounce back and attack Luke Stone. I actually rolled for... There were 6 screens, and I managed to roll Luke's number, so Luke, take 1 damage. No,
I'm taking one for the team. I pop in for a second. Hey everybody! It's like a Stan Lee cameo. Hey
he
everybody!
pops up only to get smashed to the ground and
My
thrown
head
into
ripped off.
quicksand.
Yeah.
You just
I
see
don't know who that
Luke's
guy was, but
hand
that didn't look
doing
good.
the thumb Terminator style as he sinks into the quicksand.
I'm telling you what. Here's the deal. If this stuff ever goes to live action, that's what I'm going to put in there in the contract. I have to do a cameo, but I must die as soon as I get in there. Like I will be
Oh,
the
yeah.
first. I'm like the first fatality in every show.
You'll be Forest Ranger Luke, who was just like wandering around doing Forest Ranger
What are you
stuff.
guys doing here after hours? Head rips
The
off.
park is closed. Listen, guys, the park is closed. You've got to get. Oh my gosh! Why are you eating my face? Oh no!
Hold on, a moment in silence for Forest Ranger Luke. The NPC no
Oh,
one
I can see my butt. I must be dead.
Oh god. Okay. So it basically drops on the unexpected Forest Ranger, and I'm gonna keep rolling with it. This is how a true GM rolls. You know, you don't hand me something. We'll start with Alex. What do you want to do? We've got a nice fixed initiative. Normally we would roll for it for the people watching, but we set this up to make it easier for you guys.
Okay.
So, Alex.
How far away is this blue wolf bat monkey thing?
It is about 15 feet away from you.
You might
guys
need to pop
will-
up your picture because I don't have a picture of it because it's not in the player's manual. It's in the GM guide.
Ooh.
So you can, if you want to pull up your picture and show a picture of what the beast looks
Oh.
like.
Okay, well, I was looking to pull up my good color one, but I will bring up the one. Please see, I don't totally have a rack of things where I'm tracking, but here we go.
Oh,
That
man.
thing.
I'm shooting it in the head with both barrels.
Okay, I'll roll for it.
It's scary.
Alex, you gotta take over for a second. I gotta go run and do something really, really fast.
Go.
Dude, Wolverine is snickety and all over the comments tonight. Look at that. Sorry, park's closed. Moose out front should have told you.
Sorry.
Okay, Jenna's gone, so everybody, she left the game, moved the body. When she gets back, nobody say anything, but you all died, and she's the last one standing. It's like 12 of these. Like, no, anyway.
What am I rolling?
Okay, you are just rolling to attack with the shoddy.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll use your, you need to roll your agility to aim it, because aiming is an agility thing. I don't think you get any bonuses for marksmanship. I don't think that's
I do
on the
not.
character sheet. So just that's base 2.
Okay. Yay!
Oh!
Now, I need you to roll a durability check for me, please.
So that's a +2 as well.
That was a really bad roll, man.
Wow. Okay, so here's what
But you're
happened.
tough. Hey, I just got to say this. So Danny, real life Danny, always says if you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough.
Oh god, this is here's what happened. You went to fire this shoddy that hasn't been maintained in like 20 years. It's been gathering dust and Lord knows what else on it. Let loose with double barrels. It doesn't even put anything out properly because it wasn't fully loaded. Like, all you have is wadding and impact, but you're a little tiny girl with a double-barrel shotgun pressed to your shoulder, not properly. You get blasted into the air. But because, you instead
Parkour.
of it being
parkour.
you manage to arc up and land with your feet sliding, and they stop just before they dig into the muck. You have 1 round of shotgun ammo. It will take your turn on the round to eject and reload. And with that, I am sorry. I want to apologize. Hi, Jenna, Shae. I'm very sorry. While you were away was the worst set of rolls I've ever seen, and I have not had a total party kill. And thank you for preventing it. So they're all dead. But
Yeah.
I do have. You are looking at 6 of these things in the trees, staring down. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Of course, you can't tell me everyone died when I see a 21 on the screen. No
that
way.
was for the bad guy. I dropped my.
You blew
Real
it.
life
You blew it,
investigation.
guys.
That was-
You're supposed to hide the rolls.
So I shot the shotgun. The shotgun exploded, threw me into the air, but because I have parkour and martial arts, I land on my feet.
She stuck it right on the edge of the swamp that she'd have to do strength rolls to try to escape.
Wow.
So that,
Yeah.
however, it startled the critter back, and it kind of slid off its hunches because you don't just blow something that loud next to something with enhanced hearing without it kind of freaking out.
Yay! Sound weapon.
So it's staggered, sideways. Bert, what do you want to do?
I am going to take aim with my bolt action rifle, and we're gonna see if I can hit it. I don't know, aim for the eye.
Go
for
for
the
it.
eye.
He's
The
aiming
eye
for
of
the
the
eye.
tiger.
It's the eye of the hell beast. It's the. Never mind.
Right.
And copyright strike, even though it's not technically the right lyrics.
If Bert survives this, I can see him taking the other one as like a really sick trophy and wearing.
I think it has to be like 15 seconds, Shae. I think you're good.
Oh no, we've gotten copyright claims for 8. So.
Well, that was like 2. So
Yeah.
Good aim.
nice.
Fuck.
That's not good.
All right.
So, crack! Oh, no, he hits it. It just doesn't care. Bounces off. But you have its attention.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Good job, Bert. You pissed it off.
Nice. Okay.
Even digital dice hate me.
Bert, take 4 points of bite damage as it lunged forward, annoyed that it has you by the midsection.
Oh god.
And its stinger comes down for the next attack and just, like, nails the dirt behind you.
Ugh.
At least
So
you're
Bert-
lucky.
Bert's having a bad day, folks.
This is
good thing you
very
got a
uncomfortable.
medic.
So, Gus, you've got access to a chainsaw, a little woman on your shoulder. I'm not quite sure what you're doing with this other than being the party pack mule, but...
Yeah. So I'm gonna like shake the girl and see if she responds at all, and kind of whisper to her like, "I'm gonna need you to hold on, and I'm gonna need the rest of you to start hitting it." And I rev the chainsaw. I'm gonna try and swipe it. It's already on us, right?
It's on Bert.
It's eating me.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
basically has a
like,
bite
hit with
into
my
Bert.
hatchet?
I can't remember, is Bert wearing body armor, or is he just... Because there are a couple ways he could have had body armor. I don't think he does, though.
I don't think Bert has any body armor.
I don't have any body armor.
That was
on.
first round. That was the first draft of this.
That's
No body
why
armor. Yeah.
I had to check through. So basically, it's but remember,
I'm telling you,
Really,
man, Wolverine's
you can
killing
bleed
it.
as a free action.
It's a free action.
Use the hidden boot knife, Bert.
I mean, I do have a neck knife.
You do.
it looks a lot like this.
But I also have a hatchet.
You're also.
So I will let me think about this for a second. You have a monster biting you around the middle, and I just like to visualize this. You can go for your neck knife or your hatchet, but you still have to drop the rifle. Well, no, you would drop the rifle when something bit you like that, I think. Yeah, so drop the rifle. I will let you go for, on the next round, one or either, but it's Gus's turn.
Yeah, so I'm gonna rev up the chainsaw and make my attack on him to get it off Bert, or try it to get it off Bert. And with the attack, it'd be a melee attack, so would it just be strength for me, right?
Just strength. You're just... Basically, you're being an inverted... Oh,
12.
Oh, what's your...
14, so 14 total.
That is actually one enough. This is a big critter. It's not hard to hit. So basically, you just come in like... And there's gore flying everywhere. You come right down onto the stinger. You
Get away from her, you bitch.
Gus Ripley over here.
you hear from the hover ship above you, holy sh... Blood, gore, I
What
mean, like,
fucking town did we come to? Holy
Bob,
shit.
did you see that? Holy crap.
Fortunate Son is intensifying here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that does 10 damage. I'm trying to remember the chainsaw damage.
I think you said 10 or 8. I can't
Oh,
remember.
8 damage.
Yeah.
So you basically cut off its tail and dug into it. Its ichor is squirting everywhere, but the wound is sort of half sealing. It throws and spits out Bert. Bert, roll a agility save, please.
Okay.
Let's see. And I'm gonna... You roll. I need you to crack a 10, please, because you really don't want to end up in the muck.
Right?
Gone from bad to worse.
I will not rescue you, Alex whispers.
No shit. All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so basically, you're flying through the air, and because you've been such a good sport, you get to pull your hatchet and, like, nail the tree. Like, knife and hatchet, nail the tree to catch yourself, to pull yourself back from the edge, like, midair. Really, it kind of chronicles of Riddick feeling motion, you know what I'm saying? Like, get up!
Oh,
Bert
I didn't hear no bell.
Bert! Ain't got time to
all
bleed.
day.
Remember, Mickey loves you.
All right, Gus has done stuff. Bert's done stuff. Jenna,
You're so pretty.
Go for the eye.
I'm starting to think that I didn't leave Chicago. I'm starting to think I was kicked out of Chicago and sent to Llewellyn.
You must be this tough to live in Chicago. No.
Yeah, like I'm not a good cop.
No, you graduated from Chicago because I feel like this is kind of the advanced level.
Nice. All right. So is this thing squaring up to try and go after Gus now?
Okay, let's see. It threw Gus aside. Bert, it's
No,
looking at. It's
No, it threw
yeah.
Bert
I'm
aside
sorry.
and-
Threw
yeah.
Bert aside. It's looking at Gus. It's looking at like Gus like, the audacity population. You
How
know,
dare
like,
you chainsaw my stinger
like
off?
the Hell Beast eyebrow popped up. Like really, if this thing had middle fingers, it would be throwing them.
It's like
you know what I'm
remember.
saying?
Remember that Project Runway thing with that little Asian guy goes, "Oh no, here go hell come."
Gus, you're getting a wolf people's eyebrow right now.
Yeah.
If you
I can smell it.
what the Hell Beast is rocking.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to shoot it and pray that I don't miss.
Yeehaw.
Hey,
Yes. Get that attention off me.
Only the dice
That's
will
the
tell.
idea.
Dude, do you want me to roll for you?
agility plus you get your marksmanship, so that should be +3.
Yep. All right. Come on. Don't screw me right now. Or screw me.
Oh,
now.
God.
She's like,
You're having the worst luck. You need to refresh that screen.
Like, yeah,
This
hit
is-
reset like 3 or 4 times.
This is
Like-
why I don't ever. I
hit the
hate
reset
like
button.
ask Woodrow when we played the
Every
other
time.
one.
Every
Any
time.
digital dice fuck me over every time.
I will
Usually,
only
especially
say,
if you're trying to hit.
Yeah, I swung a broadsword and totally missed, and I think that I put a hole in the side of a ship that we were in.
A spaceship.
Yeah, I was like, that's probably bad.
oh, okay. I'm sorry. I have a little sheet tracking every single bad guy, and one of the heck troopers just apparently like ran away. I'm not even kidding. I'm looking for him. I'm like, wait a second. They didn't kill him. Where's he? Okay, so whatever's been going on is enough. It made one heck trooper. You know what? It's Bob. I'm sorry. It's heck trooper Bob. He saw the donut. He heard Alex talking about donuts and is wandering
went
the
the other
woods.
way.
Yay, I
looking
made
for
my roll.
donuts.
No, he saw that carnage and he was like, "Yeah, you know what?
Enough.
I don't
the pension's
need
not that good. The pension's not that good."
appendages chopped
Yeah,
off.
I'm good.
Yeah, Wolvie, I gotta go find all of my die. There's a shit ton of them just not in here, and I really
Punish the
obviously
bad
need-
performance and bring in the fresh ones. Yeah. That's
I need
I
my
ha-
good ones.
I have a friend who's so bad, not only did I make his bad dice rolls a mechanic in another game I designed, that he is not allowed to touch anyone's, and he has to use Popmatic trouble balls. Like,
Oh man.
so don't feel bad. Bad
No,
rolls
like
are
I said, physical die I don't have this problem with, but the websites. It's always the fucking websites.
Pick another
It's
website,
Shae.
Shay.
I'm gonna find one.
onlydice.com. Okay, do you need a moment while that's going on?
No, you
Because-
guys are good.
Okay, so we're back to the Heck Beast. The Heck Beast turns and looks at her, and while it had fury at Gus, it just looks at her and went, huh?
As I shoot the flower 5 feet to the left of it. It's like, shoo, but it's like,
Hey,
why?
in Jenna's defense, she has still not gotten her coffee.
I look, I'm
Or her
operating without
donut.
caffeine.
There really was a
You about
donut.
the donut.
There really was a donut back there. I brought it for
Long
you.
day.
It was a jelly.
It was under a box with a little stick and holding
Yes.
it.
Well, fuck this one too. I got to rolls.org and I just randomly rolled a d20. I got a 4.
Piece of candy.
No.
Ooh,
Okay.
piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
See, what that tells me is when it came time for her to roll whether or not she'd go into that box with the donut, she would have. I roll a 1.
Okay. Oh God. It's contagious. So here's what happened. To be fair, I've been randomly rolling a 6-sider for who gets hit when the monster's not really sure what to do, and whatever that attack that did nothing was reset the whole mentality of the Hellbeast. So it rolls.
Thank
It
you.
rolls. It looks at Bert. It's like, I remember him. That's where everything went wrong.
Oh no! You stay the hell away from me.
I remember
So
you.
Where's my gun?
He basically, you're holding on to a tree, and he lunges at you. Now I'm gonna give you an agility check, and
All right.
all you have to do is beat about a 5, because all you have to do is let go.
Oh jeez. All right. Okay. So agility.
Everybody, positive vibes here. You know, Goku needs some spirit energy.
+3. If I botch this one,
You roll a
I
4.
don't know. Yep.
It is possible, and
You let
awesome.
go with
So
class.
this thing is furious. It's wounded, and the only person's blood it tastes is yours. So it comes running, loop, and tries to kind of jump sail at you, and you're just like, nope, and you fall. It sails past you and tries to bank, but the edge of its wing catches the muck, and it tumbles, so you see it clawing, trying to climb its way out of the swampy mire around you. Meanwhile, the hover ship is spinning overhead, and you hear rustling in the bushes behind, farther back down the trail.
Oh god.
Pick up the pace.
I don't like this. We need to get the hell out of here.
Who first?
I'm going to
Okay,
walk back
we're
to the
back
tree
at
if I
Alex.
can.
I'm gonna
You're
reload
laying on your side next to the tree, having been something did its level best to bite you in half.
Oh, that's true. Bert's bleeding. I'm gonna reload and start. I'm gonna reload and start getting the fuck away from bleeding boy.
Okay, so you're just charging farther away from like the boardwalk area
Alex
toward
is
the
every
next
man for
section.
themselves kind of mentality.
Thanks for
Okay,
the help,
we can work with
asshole.
that. That's Alex's turn. Bert,
And reloading.
I will give you a survival to your intelligence to try to basically like self-tourniquet to, stabilize a bit, Because, you're used to being out in the woods and having to fend for yourself. You don't just normally arm wrestle African lions, but
No.
not
like a
since
bad
Kilimanjaro in the late 70s.
Oh my gosh.
So, intelligence.
Uh-huh.
So,
With your survival bonus, I think
Yeah.
he said.
Yeah, you get the survival bonus. Yep.
As you are trying to survive currently.
don't kill me.
Yay!
You're like, you actually managed to basically rip part of your shirt off, revealing like the glistening old man ripdom that you are, and just like you grab your neck knife sheath and just like put a tourniquet that's holding everything into place. It's freaky.
It's like a shiny Sam Elliott.
Oh yeah.
I would like to abort and vomit.
Fuck you, asshole.
You're like Michael Gross if you worked for the WWE, okay? What?
No.
Wolverine gets +1 experience for his sarcasm. I'm just gonna throw that out there. At a
It's-
level in. No,
It's a 17.
That was
It's
a
a
modified
17.
20, yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to. You don't have to worry about bleeding out anymore. You actually get 1 hit point back. Just
Nice.
because you doctored yourself, and it's like, okay.
All right. So I took what 4 before.
Yeah.
when it bit me.
Yep.
All right,
Yep,
so I was
you took
down
4.
6, so I'm back to 7.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Dope.
And this is a weird thing for you, Bert, because you really feel like that shouldn't have worked that way. You've been through heck and back. You got the scars to prove it. You don't normally feel better that fast. That's kind of weird.
It's almost like the light did something.
That's
$1 million.
All right. So can I stand up and grab my knife and my hatchet out of the tree?
Yeah, your gun is right by you. Everything's there.
I'll go ahead and pick that up as well, and make my way away from. Is the Hellbeast still like sinking into the quicksand?
It's like trying to swim.
Okay,
It is for this round. It's in a neutral state. I'm gonna see if it can dig its way out.
Yeah, I'm gonna move away from it before it does, just in case. Like, no.
You're not just gonna stand there like, you suck.
Yeah, no.
That sounds like a Jedi
I'm gonna move away, like, with as much speed as I can make right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just nope.
Oddly enough, you're moving real
Nope.
well. It's like your speed hasn't
Yeah.
been affected by your HP loss. This is odd, but okay.
All right.
Okay, so Gus, it's your turn.
I would have gone over to Bert, but then seeing how he's sort of healing faster and up and moving, I don't see it as a priority since he can move, so I just continue running up the
Okay.
path.
So basically, Gus is like, got the girl, got the saw. Call him. Jenna, is there anything you want to do?
Cry. No, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna try and
Prize.
catch up.
She was
with
like,
everyone.
this is not. I did not get my caramel frappa mocha latte.
Why am I here?
just
I can't even shoot my gun.
like, if I ever meet you in person, I'm gonna have to bring you a coffee at this point, just because, you know.
It'd be fucking hilarious too.
But okay. So
Can I have a sugar-free monster in my backpack, please, so we can get her some good rolls?
I switched roles.
You know what?
sites,
I
so
actually
maybe.
rolled for that, and I'm gonna let you have a sugar-free monster. I will let you have that. If that potion of placebo will save the day, it's better than the Morels, because I don't want to see her with the Morels the way she's been rolling.
Yeah, it's not
Alrighty.
going good. It's not going good.
So she run through the woods. You guys, there's lights in motion behind you, farther down the trail. You guys are hauling. You're going into the next section.
Dun dun dun.
Luke, I think that's you. Other Luke.
Oh,
God
that section.
complex. Pastor of the maps.
I'm sorry, are you reading comics right now, Luke, instead of paying attention to your own stream?
No, I'm trying to get more backers. 100's never enough.
I get a portion of what he does, so just let him be. I need the money. This is my high-tech background, folks.
It's a
not gonna
blanket with
say-
bricks printed on it. I hope to add real bricks eventually.
Real bricks cost money.
Real bikes cost money. I make my own gear at PVC. Okay,
Is the
You know
Hellbeast
what?
in Artex?
what you don't know is the guy piloting the hovercraft raised that Hellbeast since it was a hell puppy
Oh, God.
and brought it out, and now he's mourning the loss of his little Hellbeast in the pits of despair because of you horrible, horrible people.
Are we
I
gonna
think
have a
he
John
wants
Wick
revenge.
moment?
No.
I don't need a John Wick level retaliation for killing this guy's
Oh.
dog.
You know how they say DMs should never give the players good ideas. Anyway, moving on into the next one. You guys are actually at the main part of the BKM Cook State Park. It's a old steam train museum. So you have an old steam train. You have it upgraded. Sorry. I had it looked on a big screen. The hover ship upgraded from last time I saw it. I'm not kidding. It really has. It's literally upgraded. It kind of blew my mind.
That's a nice hovercraft you got there.
That is.
I did a little extra with it.
I dig it. There's a little train station. All the lights on are here. There's a workshop with a museum attached to it.
That's this big piece down here, workshop.
Yeah, this is the workshop, and the museum's attached to it. That is just a porta-john. That's a double vault
That's
toilet.
the bathrooms. Okay.
And
What's
that's a
this bit back
picnic
here?
shelter.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, is that a bigger toilet? Okay. What's this over here?
That is it's a replica of the train station.
Okay, so
That
it's not
goes
real.
with this. Yeah. Well,
this
it
is
is a train station. This line actually runs like back and forth for holidays and stuff.
Okay, and
So
so
there's
this
a
is
little train. That is the main workshop area, and we have a map for that. We really don't need a map for the other areas. I mean, now the vehicles that are here are a little bit of a jump warning of what's coming. You guys don't know it, but down a side-edge road, you see SUVs coming around, and you see the hover ship has gone to fly over the SUVs, kind of providing them air support.
Great.
Awesome.
What the hell are we looking at?
I don't know, but we need to get the fuck inside somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, yay, I get to drive the train as I run to the workshop.
Okay, you run to the workshop. Is anybody following? Or,
Yeah, I'm going to the workshop. I'm also asking Alex why, if you want to drive the train, are you running the opposite direction of the train?
You just said we need to get the fuck inside. Forgive me for listening to you.
That would be a first. It's very bizarre.
Oh my god, just
I figured it was your turn, Nat 1.
So, how is the girl during all this? Like, is she just slung over Gus's shoulder?
She's just kind of in and out. She actually slipped off and walked beside pretty quickly and hopped back on. Like, no will of her own. She probably would have walked along if you told her to walk along, but
Yeah.
it's sort of that
So she's just kind of catatonic?
she's catatonic, semi-obedient. Like, she's slack-faced, slack-bodied. But when you tell her to do something, she just sort of does
Okay,
it while muttering crazy crap.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. So she's out of it. She can't give us any kind of information about who these people are.
Is the door open?
Let's see. Okay. The workshop has two sections, the museum and the actual workshop. So at the top part is where the tracks come in. It's kind of flipped, but I'm sure you can process that.
Mm-hmm.
The lower side is a museum. You see another replica train. There's a bunch of stuff inside. You're looking through the windows. Everything's locked, but there's windows. There's simple, normal doors. Nothing really complex.
Do you want me to flip this a different direction? Is this the one that was upside down?
This one,
there you go. Right there.
that matches the map now. Does that make
Yeah.
sense? As long as it's matching the
Okay.
direction of the map. Yeah, and see, everybody's nodding, so I know I'm right on this one.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
the keys I have, do any of them fit the door?
Oh! You have a pewter key with a train on it, and that unlocks everything.
Okay. Then I'm heading into the museum and looking for useful things and a phone.
Okay.
Follow.
'Cause-
I have a cell phone. It's a standard smartphone. I have a phone.
Oh,
But it's not- None of your phones are working because of the
EMP shit.
So my
but
two-way
the
radio
lights-
is also useless.
Your what?
I have a two-way
your two-way
radio.
radio. She's cop radio, you know?
Yeah.
And all of that got scrambled. It's the case
That's
of
what I
this is what you would have, but the situation messes you over.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to look for an old-timey
that's how
phone
these
that
go.
doesn't run off electricity. It runs off the copper wires.
Alex, when you go in the door, I want you to roll an intelligence check for me.
Ooh.
That was a chipper beep.
Yes, I've got motion detected at my front door.
You wanna
Okay,
reset?
that's terrifying. That is
Just-
absolutely horrifying. What'd you roll?
I haven't
Wait,
yet.
roll, and I'll tell you.
Reset first. It's
I mean,
a
you
can't
button.
keep
can
the
clear it.
21,
I mean, if
Alex.
you're gonna use the same modifier.
No, I was checking to see if there was a modifier?
Yeah.
Just your intelligence. I don't. Yeah, you don't really get a bonus on this one.
Yay!
Now, the reason I was
that one.
laughing, and I'm not kidding, Luke understands why this is so funny, is you trigger. There's a little blinking light now. You triggered a silent alarm that you didn't deactivate when you opened the door.
I'm a good robber.
You good robber who rolled. So far, every time you try to steal covertly or do anything, it tanks. I'm just not.
Hey, I'm a cop that can't hit him.
That's why you spend all that time in juvie. You're a criminal, just not a good one.
Just not a good one.
I'm getting better. I got that 20 in my pocket.
Is there any paper around that I could find? Because I've got some pens, and I actually want to talk to the girl, ask her some questions, and see if she can write. 'Cause I know
Okay.
she's talking is kind of.
Are you guys going in the museum side or the warehouse side first? Because there's two big doors on the museum, or are you going on the workshop side?
Museum side for me. Because
Museum
I'm looking
side.
for a phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Considering that Alex is the one with the keys, I guess we're all going museum side.
Yeah.
Well, you
Okay.
guys are already like you can get in the workshop side, right? Because the tracks
I'm
run
gonna go
right
check
up.
out the workshop.
Okay, so we'll split the party. I can
Yeah.
do that for this part.
Workshop.
Watching the cops, not the cops, the cars coming in, and the thing, you realize you've got about 3 rounds to figure out what you're going before they're kind of here, because it's a big flat area, so you can see what's coming.
Right.
Okay.
So we
The
got a little bit of
hovercraft,
time.
the hovership could get here sooner, but it's staying in escort formation now, because not everyone can drop a hellbeast with a chainsaw. You know what I mean? So.
Thank you, pacifist Gus.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
Wasn't
That's
a gun.
2 for
It wasn't
2,
a
by
gun.
the way.
Yeah.
2 for 2 pacifist Gust has gone chainsaw crazy. I love it.
I will say this, Woodrow. When I played Gus and I had the chainsaw, I cut the thing in half.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna cut it in half.
Awesome.
And
Do we
he's like-
still hear
Nick's
the
like, really?
roaring grumbling that was following us that possibly indicated another beastie?
Once you got inside, the door sealed, and you really
Oh,
don't
okay.
hear much.
Cool.
Okay, so who's in the everyone in the museum roll a intelligence with investigate if that's a bonus. You need to crack a target difficulty of 10.
Who's in the workshop though?
Me.
and Bert.
Okay, so the workshop's actually. This is all easy. Anybody crack a 10?
There you go.
Alrighty!
I'm in the museum.
You are in the museum. So you're doing the search for the museum. You pick up the landline, and it's just. I'm sorry. Due to the natural disaster, this phone is out of service. Please wait for emergency assistance. Is looping
If you'd like to
through
make
the
a call,
landline.
please hang up and try your call again.
Again.
Nice.
Oh, I remember those.
Next.
Okay, so while you're searching the museum, you realize that there is a display on train robbers in the
Yay.
back of the museum.
Alex
say-
sees their long.
Wow, I went to
relatives.
take my glasses off. This is beautiful. On a search in TD10, you got the players realize there's a display on train robbers in a glass case near the rear. In a shocking bit of safety oversight, the 2 revolvers that are on display are both real, they're both functional, and they're both fully loaded.
Yay, I smashed the case.
America.
They were left after a shooting demonstration of the 4th of July. Both of them have 6 rounds, and God bless America. God bless firearms.
God bless the bumpkins in this small town.
Ruellen is like I really do need to do the campaign guide to Ruellen. We'll do that as a stretch goal, Luke, for the next one. I'll set up a campaign guide for Ruellen.
Is there
So
any way
basically,
I
just
can
gotta go try to
conceal
buy
them?
groceries.
Jeez. Is there any way I can conceal them on my person so that they're still accessible?
I have to think for a second because you're still in your work uniform. And
What is my work uniform?
Well, I'm trying to remember if you have the apron or not, because in one visual version of her, she kind of had an apron.
No, here, I'll show you what you're wearing.
Okay, I got it.
You're freckle bitch. That's what you are. You're from freckle bitch.
Wow. Okay, I can feel the love, but yeah, okay. Yeah, can you feel the love? You've got a sweater vest thingy on. That has, your name. Hi, my name.
My name is
Alex. How may I help you?
It's a pleasure to serve you today.
And you've got skinny jeans, so yeah, you can't conceal much on your person. Except, lockpicks out of habit. But, there isn't a lot to cover.
She keistered those.
Does there happen to be a holster for these guns?
Yeah, they're gun belts and everything. You know what?
Okay, I take it all.
There is a Old West gunfighter style double gun belt, And I'll even give you the hat because it amuses me.
I'm taking all of it and putting it on. And
all
taking off the sweater vest that says, "Hello, my name is Alex." Fuck you, truck stop.
I quit. Okay. The folks in the workshop find a lot of tools and other odd things. Let's see. I want to check.
Oh, just a random question. Is there anything on how to steal a train? Run it?
Give me a second, please.
I'm not going to assume my character knows how a steam train operates.
No, it's you got a 3. There's nothing useful. There's like the water makes steam, and the steam turns the turbine, and the engine goes woo woo.
You got to remember the people in this town.
I got a general. I understand.
You got a. I'm sorry, I rolled. You got a 3. If you'd rolled 20, I would let you find the manual. But in the workshop, where something like that might be stored, who else in the workshop? And did any of you roll? If you remember, did you roll a 15 or higher?
I didn't.
I haven't rolled yet.
Okay, I need you guys to roll a 15 or higher. 10 will get you some. 15 will get you goodies.
For intelligence.
With all your investigate style bonuses. Bert gets an extra bonus because it would come under either survival or just Bert being Bert. It makes sense, trust me.
Okay. So, and okay, don't fail me now, please. 18.
All right, so I will give you guys the full list because one of you found it, and you guys aren't gonna bogart the items. I don't think. At least Bert would. Alex would in a heartbeat. But I trust Bert. I'm so sorry, Shae. Like, I haven't met you. I'm on your show, and you're just rolling like a yutz, and I really feel for you.
That was with the better one, and it's not better.
Okay, in the workshop, amid the they're giant-sized wrenches that do damage 4 and crowbars that do damage 4, there's a giant hammer for driving railroad spikes that does damage 6.
Oh, God.
You will also find flammable liquids that do 4 damage per round to any person in the fire, barring superpowers. And because you cracked a 15, you're going to find the assortment of fireworks that's hidden in a box in the back with military-grade smoke bombs that will obscure a 10-foot
See, that was like an epic echo for that.
A 10-foot block per what?
A point of strength, it says. Which, okay, cool. Oh, you could throw it for 10 feet per how strong you are, so you guys can throw it 20 feet. And it obscures a 25 by 25 cube. It's basically military grade pull the pin.
Oh, nice.
For 1d6, and you get 6 of those. You can look outside and you can see heck troopers. There are 8 of them coming out of basically the 2 SUVs come whipping into the gravel parking lot. With precision, they dismount and pop. The hover ship comes down, and it levels slowly, not quite touching the ground, and a ramp descends from it. There's that, as the air within it hits the humid air of Ruellen, Illinois, and makes low condensation fog.
What kind of sci-fi movie did we just walk into?
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Jenna,
And
here, take some of these smoke grenades.
what you see is a strange figure with spiked hair. His features are animalistic and a strange goatee. His hands end in vicious-looking claws as he descends the ramp. Okay, wait a second! Can you split his screen and mine? Can you bring us both up at the same time?
Not really, but...
Okay, look at this guy. Look at him. Look at Rascal. Now look, we've got our first accidental cosplay, folks.
You got your first accidental, but I was trying to cosplay Jenna in the beginning of this.
You look good. You rocked it.
Jacket.
I
got
see.
this vest.
I was
thing.
actually like, did she? No, she's not that cool. Oh, she is. So
I cosplay every Red Valkyrie presents.
no,
Thank you.
like bonus. Seriously, bonus points. And yes,
Doesn't
I
help
level
my
up.
voice.
She has plus 12 to cosplay to make up for her 1 rolls.
Like, strange things can happen, like, especially when the DM... Because there is a sequel to this, guys, and it involves superpowers. Not to get
Yes.
but arrangements can be made.
Yes.
Not tonight, but okay. So, this guy, I'm going to call him Rascal because it's his name and it's easier for me. He comes down and he's sniffing the air like a predator, and he stops and he looks at... he's just... he kind of does that the superhero landing where he stops and kind of paws at the ground, and he looks out to the tree line, and you hear this growl that sounds really familiar, and limping, muck covered from the tree line, bleeding ichor, flops the hell beast. One wing is broken. It's a tattered sight of doom and agony. It gets up just past the train and then flops dead as, like, this foul-smelling slime oozes out and it just dissolves.
At least it doesn't.
The light flares in this rascal's eyes as if, like, shifting through different visions. And even though you're behind the walls, even though you've got the curtains kind of blocking as you peek, you swear he stares right through you.
Oh, fuck.
Holds his hand up, points to one way, points to the other, and starts advancing toward the...
Oh, hell.
We fucked.
Alright. So...
wow, that was so bad it blurred Shae's screen.
Yeah.
She's like, she got rascal vision!
I'm out! Gone!
Full
Yeah.
predator vision is locked on the redhead. Who
That's
did
not
this?
good.
Wow.
It must be...
Rascal
All
All
right.
right. Gingers.
There we go.
You got-
We're good now.
Awesome. You guys, you have about
Killed Fluffy.
a round to set up as they are moving into the shadows and they're getting harder to see. How you guys want to handle this?
Alright, I take 3 of the smoke grenades, I hand 3 of them to Jenna, I grab the hammer. You want this crowbar?
Jenna?
Jenna?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Yep.
You ain't doing too well with that damn pistol.
Yeah, I need something.
You want to sling
'cause
something
this
to hit?
fucking-
Alright then. Because this is gonna suck.
Just
Yes, it
gonna
is.
tell you that right now.
Probably gonna die. It's fine.
Just for a second, when you pick up the hammer, you feel a slight static electric charge.
What was
You
that?
have Thor's hammer? What the fuck is that Mjolnir?
Mew mew.
I can neither
I don't know, but I like this hammer.
confirm or deny that something funny happened in my mind, and I rolled to see what would happen and got a natural 20. I can't confirm or deny anything.
Wait,
Unfortunately, even when I run a module, things break down because I'm that DM.
did your hair turn blonde when you picked up the hammer? I'm just asking.
No, it went blue. Bert's
They're
hair
mean.
isn't blue, but it did. It just like...
There may or may not be funny business, but definitely is funny business happening. No.
You know, I don't normally foreshadow this hard, but I'm really having fun with it, so... Okay.
I'm gonna move from the museum over into the workshop, and hey, cop,
The fuck do you want?
you want one of these guns since you're doing so well with them?
Sure. Just load me up. Let's try a gun to go with the other gun that it can't shoot shit.
Wow, she's
Crowbar.
going yippee-ki-yay. Okay.
Look at this point. I got 3 smoke grenades, a crowbar, and 2 pistols. Let's see what happens.
I got a shotgun with 1 shot.
I put the girl in the corner, stand in front of her with the chainsaw, and be like, I made a promise not to hurt anybody, and that sure wasn't a person. And I just sort of sit there with the chainsaw waiting for whatever's coming.
All right.
Oh, God! That...
So wait, are you staying in the museum?
No, I'm in the workshop with you guys, but I'm
Okay.
making sure nothing can come past you to get the
Okay.
girl, because I don't have a gun, so.
Yeah. Understand.
Okay.
Can you use a gun, Gus?
It would be wasted. I wouldn't be able to hit anything, and he has a personal oath to not use them.
Oh, well.
There was
then
another
Okay.
blunt instrument besides the hammer and the crowbar, wasn't there?
There is, there are a couple big wrenches that do damage 4. There's a crowbar, there's a giant, there are a couple giant hammers. Because it's plural, and I can blend that to be however many people I need it to be.
Anything that would work with martial arts training.
Nice. I'll probably pick up a wrench and pocket it for when the chainsaw runs out of gas.
Honestly, as somebody with weapons-based martial arts training, you could apply any of that to that. That's literally my specialty, so I'll let it fly.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm also gonna give Gus a crowbar just in case he needs something that sticks, and I'll
I
take
wrote a book
another
on the
hammer.
subject, he said, shamelessly plugging himself. Okay. I've been around Brian too long. Hashtag always promote. Okay, moving on. So, you guys... Looks like he just did that. He just did that.
I'm over here loving it, actually.
Well, yeah, if you want to talk axes, I can cover you too. But,
Nice.
anyway... Sorry. Okay, so
continue.
yeah. You got... Any of that would be very comfortable to use with a martial arts background. It's basically you pick it up, you feel the heft. Yeah, I can make this go.
Well, I'm just thinking when I switch to the machete, I need something to do with my other hand, so I'll grab a crowbar too, just in case.
I think there was 1 crowbar, a couple of wrenches, so...
Then I'll grab a wrench. I don't care.
There you go.
I left it intentionally plural so that you guys can come in and be like, oh, sure, whatever I need. Trust me, you'll need it. Okay. Everybody, let's get an intelligence check.
Oh, don't be dumb. Please don't be dumb. Just be smarter this time.
You need to share your screen.
I'm going to. I've
And then when we're done, please... When they're done with
Lord,
that, please bring up the...
Help Shae.
This woman needs every bit that she can get.
11 isn't bad. It's better than average.
It's
Yeah.
better
Yeah,
than
that is.
2. When I have... I'm the only one that would have a modifier 3 and get a 2. I'm just saying.
I was really trying to figure out how you pulled that one off. I'm like, I made this game where getting a negative would be really, really hard because they suck. Ow. Ow. Yeah, okay.
So wait, did you get a 22?
Yes.
Screw you.
So now
Okay, wait. Who got the nat 20?
You got a nat, yeah.
That
Alex.
was Alex.
Okay, Alex. Okay, Luke, would you bring up the workshop map again? Because that's where you guys are going to be.
workshop.
Awesome. So, Alex, they broke it into 3 teams. 2 are trying to breach the main door here. A team of 4 is trying to breach the main door at the tracks.
Right
A
here.
team of 4 is trying to burst through the window toward the back of the museum as a flanking action.
This
Over
one
here,
here?
yep. And you could hear skittering across claw marks on the claws digging across the roof of the ceiling directly above you.
Oh no.
They all you basically had that moment of clarity in fight where it's like warp out and see where everyone is. It's very leverage hitter moment.
Well,
you know,
as Danny would say, it makes your butthole pucker so tight you couldn't get a pin up there with a sledgehammer.
Damn. down.
I love Danny. We got it. Oh god.
Woodrow.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a total.
No.
of 4.
This actually makes sense because Gus is not thinking about the world. Gus isn't thinking about what's coming. He's looking at the 5-foot square in front of him with the girl behind him, and anything that isn't you guys is gonna get messed up. I get the mentality.
Yeah.
I've been there. Like, I get it. You know, low rolls aren't always bad, but that was the perception of what's going on.
Okay.
Let me
What's
see.
your modifier, Luke?
Intelligence. Do I get tracking and survival, or just survival?
Actually, both, because
Okay.
you've got your survival and your tracking, and you're just trying to figure out how much of what she knows you know, unless she points it out to you.
All
Because
right,
this was
so-
the whole, where are the bad guys roll.
All right, here we go. Not as
13.
good as I would like, but I'll take it.
You know they've split into a couple teams. You don't know about the guy on the roof.
Okay.
Okay. If everyone's done knowing what they know, then I'm going to point out the fact that we've got guys coming in that door, we've got guys coming in that window, and there's something up on the fucking roof clawing its way across. Is Bert or Jenna closer to me?
Let's
I don't
talk
care.
about where is everybody actually in the bar? In the bar. God, I've been role playing too long. In the place. Are you all whole? Well, tell me where. Describing via the map where you are. Just so I can.
I'm on the left, just behind where the window is, so just a little bit back from the window.
The left?
On the left side, so the tracks. The left
Near.
side.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
you're over
suspect
here.
I'm
Yes.
over near the tracks where we picked up all the gear.
Okay, so you guys are over here, and where's
So
everybody
they're
else?
coming in up there and over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd
Gus,
be
where are you?
tucked in the corner. I'd be tucked back in the corner. Probably
Right
down.
here?
Yeah, there. Yeah. Just saw. Yeah.
There's Gus. So Jenna is up here, right?
Yeah, just back from the window, but yeah.
Okay.
She's
not
peeking
standing in front
out
of
the
a
window
window.
to try to see.
Okay.
What's going on, guys?
Gus is down here.
And that's a door.
Freeze! I'm the police. That should work.
Yeah, it worked really well when I stormed out of that. diner.
Where's Bert? Bert, where are you?
I am sorry. Over by the window as well, I guess, because we were just looking. You know,
So
out
there's
and-
basically a powwow going on. It makes sense that Gus would go to a place where there's no door to his back. That's very veteran.
So we gotta go
Okay.
out
I
there
really
and
get
go
that.
down there.
Since I just handed a gun to Jenna, I'm going to hand her the gun and immediately snatch a smoke grenade, run back towards the museum side, and chuck it at that window.
Bitch, did you take one of my grenades?
I
This
did.
okay,
They're
cool.
community grenades.
All right, you're opening it up, Alex. Anyway, so it's your run as this hits. I'm gonna give you that as a free action before they even act. And you lob it, and basically the whole backside by the little train table, it's on the bottom when you look at it left of the map, is filled with smoke. As you hear the sound of bursting glass, and you can see laser pointers highlighted through the smoke, a set of 4 of them. The heck troopers have dropped down, and they're basically, special team squatting their way in, trying to clear corners. You
Okay.
hear a faint hum as the weapons all switch over to blue fire.
At least it's blue. That doesn't seem as bad.
Since I chucked that after just getting into the museum side, I'm going to brace myself and use the last round of the shotgun.
Okay. You're going to, let's see what we got here. I got split my lovely, highly advanced unit tracking device, aka the post-it notes here. And which one, left to right, which way are you going? Are you trying to aim for center mass on them as they clear, or are you trying to aim at a specific one?
I'm going to aim just barely above the red light and whichever one is closest to me. Since
Okay.
they're holding their rifles, which is giving me a nice big arrow right to where they're standing.
Okay. You are at a -1 because they're completely enshrouded. Actually, no. The big red arrow would give you a bonus, so it negates the fact that you can't see them. You're just aiming for the arrow. So, roll an agility-based attack.
What is my agility? It's just normal.
Yep,
so plus 2.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, you don't get keep that natural 20 floating there, although just for a second I was like, oofed.
11.
Alright, so you basically light the dude up. He flies back, but the armor takes the full impact. And he lurches forward. Let me double check real fast to make sure I'm not overpowering him. Okay. Don't whistle, Nick. You'll get the thing pulled.
Your new keyboard is very clicky, Jenna.
Sorry.
How did this...
She's telegraphing a message for help in the old train station.
I'm trying. I don't have... Nothing else works.
This is Jenna. Stop.
So
Trouble in train station. Stop.
She's hammering it out.
The fuck is happening in Illinois? Stop! Why did I leave Chicago? Stop!
As soon as you let go, it starts ticking out. Tick, 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 tick. Give me a roll a 20 plus intelligence to understand the Morse code coming back through the bizarre little ticker. Go ahead.
Do it.
Never had to GM a chance to figure something silly out.
Alright. Fucking shit.
So you notice back and you're like
She stares at it like that gif of like calculus flying over the person's head that you see on Twitter all the time.
Bert, where are you?
I shout from the museum, Jenna, you're so pretty.
I didn't realize you were naturally blonde. Okay.
Yes, actually, yeah.
So all the blondes in the listening audience just got angry.
That's okay.
Feel that
I usually
disturbance
have
in the
that
force?
effect on blondes. Okay.
As a natural blonde, you have a pass.
Well, blondes are either brilliant or evil, in my experience, because the brilliant ones have.
Evil.
I'm sorry, they're either derpy or evil, because the evil ones have had to deal with being grouped with the derpy ones. If that makes any sense.
She's evil.
Okay.
I'm evil.
Right, so you're fine. Okay, so Bert, could you hear that from where you are? Because anyone else I would have let this go, but it's Bert. And Bert
right
knows
next to me.
stuff.
Bert knows things.
What? I'm right next to Jenna. So
Bert rolls something.
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Oh, Wolverine gets more bonus points. If I ever find out who you are, we'll have to get you a character.
He's ripping it up tonight.
All right. So
We'll have to
that's
do a
the
quick
reset
play
button.
with 5 characters.
All right. So, don't screw me. Oh my god. Apparently, like, I took a couple of blows to the head or something.
Okay, here's what happened. Bert tried
high
to
on
listen
truth.
and got Western Union stuck in his head.
What the hell is that?
You spin
Like,
me right round, baby, right round.
Guys, I
Did I write
tried.
that song today? I don't know. Yeah.
Bert's hearing Darude Sandstorm over there.
Yeah, totally.
The little light just gives me that rave energy I desperately
Oh yeah,
need.
where are the glow sticks at? Where are the glow sticks at?
You know, except I don't have my tweed hat that I end
Well-
up wearing when I get caught in those things. You know?
I got smoke and lasers going on next door, so just saying.
Yeah, so
They're over there daydreaming. And,
It's fair. I got Western Union stuck in my head.
oh my god. Okay, so the GM rolled a natural 20, and the internal radio kicked on for the place, and it's now playing rave music loudly. These things
Awesome.
happen, folks.
Solid.
This is gaming with me. If stupid can happen, and I can roll for it. And plus, I'd rather use that So,
Battle
while
music.
that's going on, the door explodes. The double doors that are supposed to be the block off the train when it would come in, blow outward. The metal doors go tumbling, embed in the wall behind you guys from the shape charge. And, let's see. I am so sorry.
Bert.
Okay.
Jenna dies.
Jenna just got hit with a stunning bolt. Like, dead center. Like, natural 20. She went, I have gun! And just
Is she heard her twerking? I don't know. It's the rave music. It's throwing everything off.
Her limp body is just covered in the little sparkling energies of the electric blast.
It's so pretty.
And you're laying there, horrifically awake, watching everything, unable to move. I am so sorry.
But what crosses my mind is, I mean, I haven't been hitting shit anyway, so this is probably for the best. Maybe someone can take my gun off of me.
You mean your 2 guns? Because I made the mistake of giving you another one.
Yes. Yep.
Yo, two more blue energies blast by, whiffing, and then the wall near the door to the back explodes. It's this red beam of hellfiery light, slams into the door, ripping it asunder. And as the 3 heck troopers come squatting in, shining their lights around, you realize one of them is not running on safety.
Oh, shit.
Solid. At least he didn't hit me.
You hear, "You killed my dog."
Can I still speak while I'm stunned?
Let me see. You know what? I will let you slur softly. Sure, you know.
Look at me.
Your fucking dog tried to eat me, asshole.
From the museum. Ghost did it.
I was expecting her to throw Alex under the bus. I was expecting Jenna, the delinquent. You know.
I'm trying to save my own ass at this point because I'm fucked up.
You are like you're giving your little. You look like you're twerking a bit because you got the little. It's in time with the music. No one expected that effect. It's just like, let the bodies hit the floor kind of thing going on.
If only you hadn't passed out when the light hit you in the first part, you would have been fine.
Right? Fucking light, man. Everyone else felt great. I got a tumor. I just had a brain hemorrhage.
I'm a baby. No. Okay, before that gets any more horrific as it could, because this is hybrids, and anybody who's read the comic knows it can turn. Alright, so Jenna is down for a while. Alex, it's your turn.
Is Gus still standing pat? Because I don't think he's...
Wait, actually, no. Alex went Bert's turn. I lost track of the sequence because Alex got that free shot. Mm-hmm. And then her... So, Bert, what do you do?
So they came through the bottom door, the asshole that's, like, looking to kill.
They came, if you're looking at the map, the top door with the 2 tracks... They basically put shape charges on the sliding doors and blew that whole wall open.
So I'm closer to them because I was over there by that window.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right.
And you saw Jenna go down hard.
Yeah.
Woo!
Because that just
there's literally nothing. There's literally nothing in between me. Literally nothing in between me and them. How many are there?
There are 4, and they're
And one of them is aiming to kill.
And one of them does not have blue on.
Right.
Yeah. I marked him sideways because he's like not following orders at this point. He's going half rogue on the way to full, you know?
Okay. Fuck it. Throw a smoke grenade and then run in and hit him with a hammer!
Okay. Okay, so I'll need, because you're doing two basic things, but I'm gonna let it go on the rule of cool.
All right.
Cool.
Give me an agility because you're throwing. Actually, yeah. No, strength. Add strength because it's strength is throwing. Agility is aiming.
All right, so 2, and then.
Okay, cool. You didn't need much because you're throwing a smoke bomb in a big hole. But with Jenna, you could have just thrown it backward. Jenna would have thrown it backwards or something, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry, the way I watched.
I would have hit the girl that Gus is protecting in the back with the canister and would have Gus the fuck out of both of them. Gus would be like, "Damn it, Jenna, I gotta carry her again."
She goes down. Gus has an allergic reaction to the smoke and starts hyperventilating.
You know what? This would be the only time you did the quick play where the person responsible for a total party wipe would be a person in the party. Who it's not because I was the last one standing and couldn't make it. It would be because I unintentionally killed all of our people before anyone else could.
You're like a cursed Jackie Chan, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do amazing shit, just doesn't help anybody.
Oh, I forgot. Luke has to do more shit.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
So now I'm aiming for Mr. Red. Like
You going
I want
for
to
the
like
swing?
up and like take his head off if I can.
Okay, roll for it. Strength. And
Wait, I won't look at the screen.
Strength. Okay. So
Here,
actually,
I'll
roll
fix it.
what I-
So bad
There.
in my life.
She's never gonna want to game with me again. It's terrible. Okay, go for it. Roll.
Ugh.
Ha! Shae didn't fuck it up.
I look.
Nope. You looked.
I saw her peek, so I knew you were doomed.
I looked back.
Here's what happened. Bert comes charging forward like, "Ah!" and he does this vicious uppercut, and the dude just goes, "Nope," and catches it with the Hellfire rifle, and as a free action, like, butt strikes Bert, and staggers him back out of the smoke. Dude is like raged.
Butt strike.
You
that-
don't
that was
take
my-
any damage.
Butt strike was my
He
nickname in
just-
college.
It's my stripper name, Butt Strike.
Serendipity was mine. No, anyway, man, it looks like one of those Marine Corps movies, you know, sweep, strike, yeah! He's like, there's froth coming through his helmet, like, he's raging over the fact he lost his dog.
I
Dog
hand
trying
nursed
to
him.
fucking eat me. Fuck him.
Fair point.
Gus.
Okay, so, Gus, your turn. There are 4 guys fairly distant from you. It's
sorry.
up to you. Because they're... Actually,
They're the
no,
only
never
ones
mind.
in, right?
Yeah, on your
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, the others are on the museum side.
Yeah.
Basically,
actually
you have
feel-
people closing in on all sides on you. But,
Yeah.
Well, it's almost
not there
like
yet.
they're laying siege to the building that you're in.
Exactly.
It's almost like
Man.
they've done this before.
Yeah.
Before.
and like
I can't
I'm
make up
sorry.
my mind if I engage or if I hold and wait for them to come, like this guy to fall through the roof.
You want a ready action kind of thing? Like, no.
Yeah, is that a possibility?
You know what? I will let you do that and just up your place in the score, because technically you actually have the fastest speed,
Okay.
and you've chosen to be in the back this whole time. So I will let you basically be like watching the ceiling waiting for it. Like, you're not worried about anything else. You've kind of got that tunnel vision. Again, you know, I hate to say it, but
You know
the
it's
Fortunate
a-comin'.
Son is intensifying. You know?
Papa Bear's mad.
It's a coming. I don't know when.
Okay, so we
But
got
there's something
Gus.
coming through that roof. I know it is.
Let me see. Yeah, I can't feel bad because
am I still shookity shook?
You're so shooketh.
okay, let me double check something. I gotta double check the stats for the stun because nobody's they don't usually they're a little more vicious, but they're getting orders to take you guys alive. Well,
I don't like
most
that.
of them are.
Kill me. Just kill me.
No.
Don't
You're
take
holding
me
my
alive.
gun.
I don't want to know what butt stuff they're gonna do to me.
Okay,
But stuff,
you're
that was my other
starting to
nickname in
feel
college.
better at this round. You're not. You won't be up now, but you think you might be able to feel the moving coming back. Okay.
Pins
you're
and
starting to feel
needles.
movement come back. Pins and needles, like your left head is starting to obey. But you know what I mean? Like you could do the whole.
So I can
The
watch
super
everyone
villain-
die.
Oh yeah, you've got full eye motion.
This
You're
is
watching
fun.
like you see the boots of the troopers. However, one of them has aimed the blaster with one hand. He's kind of ghetto aiming at you, and he's got his cuffs in the other. The cuffs are arcing with electricity as he pulls them off his wrist. Got alive
Bitch,
one
I'm
part.
already down. You don't gotta shock me anymore.
All right. Two more holding form, and like Red Guy is trying to find Gus at this point. Like he doesn't know who
You mean
did
Bert?
what. No, Gus.
Oh, Gus.
Yeah.
For
He
chopping
was-
on
he
his
was
baby.
in-
Oh, that's right. Gus
He
is the one that
saw.
chopped the tail off. That's right.
There's some blood out for you guys. Whoever made the Artax joke, this is on them because this is like okay, give me a chance
Wolverine.
to give a no-name NPC personality.
Hold
Watch
on.
what happens.
Let me kick Wolverine from the chat real quick.
Bro.
It's okay. Let this guy come through the smoke. I got a chainsaw.
Don't taser, bro. Okay,
Already down. I'm screwed.
all right. The power flickers for a second. The lights all come on and kind of flicker off. And you start to see little sparks all over. It's echoing across all the metal down the tracks. Little flickers of light. When it lights up, you realize that the dividing wall between you guys, between the workshop and the
Museum.
museum, is actually tinted glass. And as it lights up, the crazed tech trooper gets line of sight on Gus. Just for a second. Oh god, this is great. You guys hear a metal rending noise above you. And the ceiling opens up like it's been cut like a can opener.
Oh, jeez.
Oh shit.
Let's get... Okay.
Okay,
Waiting
above
to see
them
if I
or
get
above
shot.
me?
Dead center of above the tracks in the workshop.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna file that under not my problem.
So that's basically right behind me.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
my monkey, not my circus.
Everybody tracking the claw marks on the ceiling realizes this is where they stopped. The four dudes in the... Oh! Okay, Gus, I don't know what you have going. Like, seriously, you must have stolen Jenna's mojo when she wasn't looking. Because the four guys lock in, the laser darts hit your broad, beefy chest, and they just miss. You just see little shocks of energy. It almost looks like Matrix, like it's bending around you, like you're living barricade.
Why couldn't you miss me?
I look back at the girl thinking she's doing something.
You look back at the girl, they're looking at their guns like, huh?
Damn.
Back in the workshop, the window gets kicked open. Booted foot from the heck trooper just shatters the window out. He goes to jump through as a figure drops behind him. You realize it's it's Rascal. And his clawed hands grab the back of his head and whip him back toward the front of the door, going, disobedient! And just bodily chucks him back out. They're to be taken alive! And you just see him kind of tumble and slide, rolling, pardon the swearing, but ass over tea kettle. You know what I'm saying?
Does he cry a little? Do we get to hear him cry a little? I want to hear him cry.
He doesn't cry. He's just like. He hit hard enough. He's actually taking damage from the throw.
Oh, good.
By the way,
you, buddy.
Silver Ogre in the chat wants to say that he's laying claim to the Artax thing and saying it was him.
Well done, Silver Ogre. Because now we have like a new NPC Heck Trooper for me to play with later.
So we're going to write one for Bob, and now we're going to write one for this guy.
Yeah.
Atreyu.
Well, it's okay. Atreyu. We'll play with this name so we don't, lose.
Call him Trey.
Copyright.
I can just see the scene now. Where we open up with him in his tattered and stained Heck Trooper outfit as he's sharpening a knife, going, Gus. Gus. Yeah.
With the
He's
little.
got a knife with two edges. Gus, rascal. Gus, rascal. You know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
Rascal continues. You'll end up at the farm with the rest of the freaks. And he turns to face Gus. All right. The two remaining who would have watched Trey go sailing by, and they look at each other. And the one closest to you just reaches down, grabs your ankle, and just starts to kind of drag you back out like, boss is pissed. We're following orders, boss is pissed. Yeah, take him alive!
I don't want to go.
Alright, I gotta...
Someone help!
Bert and Gus are just watching this happen. Shae's like, save me. I don't want to go.
Fuck you both!
Okay. We're back at the top.
I'm
Alex,
not dead yet.
they basically missed you, focused on him, because they're trying to track the girl. It's obvious that all the angles, all the vectors of how they're moving are prioritizing the girl, like they can tell where she is, essentially.
The ones on my side, are they still over by the display case, or where are they at this point?
They are advancing. They came in, smoke, and they turned, and they're actually trying to go back through the glass. Like, they want to go through the glass and engage the workshop where everybody is.
What's the big thing right where that cursor is waving in the white? Is that like a fake train? What is that?
Yeah.
That is a
mini
mock-up of a train for kids to like take pictures on and pull the horns and everything.
Is there any room to get through and kind of intercept them at the glass?
Yeah, you are both very spry, and the whole working in narrow things is pretty much your shtick. So yeah,
okay.
You can
I'm gonna
totally,
parkour off the train, off the glass, and machete whichever one is closest to me.
Okay,
Nice.
I will give you that as what affectionately is referred to as a supreme bullshit action, or the rule of cool, where I'm letting you do it once per adventure because it's just that darn cool an idea, but you do have to roll for the attack. So
and may you have more luck than I fucking did.
All right. So, what am I rolling? Agility or strength?
You're rolling strength for your machete. Any agility you would have had to put towards it went towards vaulting around like a Mexican jumping bean.
Oh, so you're going to go ahead and give Alex the move, the parkour move.
Yeah,
without
I'm
having to roll
giving
for
her
it.
the
Okay.
parkour move without rolling for it. That's the part rule cool is covering.
Okay. So, should I give myself the +1 to strength for martial arts?
Yes, absolutely. A machete handles just like a dao. This is going to feel really comfortable in your hand. It's a traditional one-handed cutting weapon. Any screamer, that's all. Yeah, that's all happy.
Shae, don't look.
So you rolled.
I'm not looking.
Oh, you haven't reset yet.
Nat 20!
Holy smokes!
Oh, I never wanted
Friends, we
Nat 20
got a
so much.
decapitation! I'm not even worried about
His
here's what
kappa
happened.
was
She's like,
dictated!
ninja, whack!
There we go.
Hold on,
See? Snorks
have
does it
to
every
do-
time.
Oh my! Okay, so here's what happened. You've got 4 dudes there, right? Let me check. One of them dies as you land, having decapitated it. The next one drops his rifle and is out. He just runs the He like half climbs over the thing.
No!
He's gone, dude. He failed. The other 2 are like... They decided, as scary as you are, Rascal's scarier, and they tried to take a couple pot shots at you, and they both zing by. Oh wait, no, sorry. I misread that. One of them hits and you're down.
Did they hit through the smoke, though?
Yeah. I misread it. I thought it was a 13. It turned out to be an 18. So you get thrown back and you're laying there arcing on the floor.
How you like it, bitch?
Not as long as you, bitch.
Actually, let's find out. Ha! I'm sorry, he's right. You're down for 3, he's down for 2. It's just how it rolled. But you'll both be coming up at the same time.
Yes.
Oh, that's
So,
That's
okay.
for us.
So Alex is down. Bert, let's see. One's been thrown out. One is gone. One is decapitated. So that means there are 5 still active and basically unhurt. And 1 deranged, feral freak guy throwing people around like ragdolls. What you gonna do?
Where is Rascal in comparison to me? How far away is he?
Rascal's about 20 feet away from you. He's... Actually, wait, no, because he moved to get the guy, so he's about 30 feet. He's got his back to you because he did the whole throw and he's focused on the girl.
Okay. I guess I want to swing the hammer at the nearest dude to me that is not Rascal.
Okay. You've got 2 advancing, so the one on the left, and just swing a strength check.
Okay.
Let me check something. Okay.
Rather than go for the one dragging my ass away, that's cool.
Oh wait, yeah. So there's only one he could go for. You're halfway out the door, like la la
Thanks,
la
guys.
la la. I'm keeping my job.
All right.
You know, like these guys are not as stable as they normally are. These are not a terribly professional unit right now. I don't know.
That's crazy, huh?
They're gonna have to get retrained down at the farm. It's good.
Oh,
There we go.
20.
Yep.
Is the secret Shae not looking?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck!
So here's what happened.
Luke,
He
you're gonna have to start
wheels
rolling
around.
for Shae.
He rolls around, and you do that rising shot you like so much. It hits, you drag it across the tracks, and the sparks from the tracks rise up with the shot as you fatally nut the guy. Just right.
Oh! He said fatally nut him. Oh! Whoa! Overboard, dude.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Rising
Fantastic.
shot to testicular inversion. The last thing going through this guy's brain.
That
are
was
his
also my
balls.
nickname in college.
What's great is his rifle flips up in the air, and with your offhand, you blind catch it and like, I wanted one of these.
Hey, Luke,
Nice.
I'm just, I'm wondering, on the handle of the hammer, does it happen to say Nutcracker?
9,000. Yes, it
now.
does.
Nutcracker, nut thousand.
Did you just
No,
say Nine Cracker
says
Nut Thousand?
Betsy.
I did.
It says Betsy.
I rolled a
Nine
1.
cracker,
Where the most opposite to a badass name I could think of was Betsy.
Nope, it says Betsy. Well done, Betsy.
So you've got this hammer, and you've got a Hellfire rifle in your hand, with a selector switch that says stun, and basically has a flame logo.
Flame.
Okay, so we're down 4 heck troopers. This is
You can
awesome.
show him a picture of the gun if you want. But you have to
I
hold
wasn't
it
sure
up.
if you want.
No,
Well,
go right
give
ahead.
me a second.
Show him what his gun looks like.
Luke.
Yeah.
No, the gun actually looks BA and
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, I had one of those in laser tag.
Show him what his gun looks like.
yeah, except
I
this
like it
one's,
a lot.
you know, when he switches it to the fire mode, there's like an almost unholy rumble through the gun as faint whiffs of sulfur start leaking out the edges. Yeah! Okay, so Bert is in his happy place right now. Actually, I need you to roll a 20 for me, Bert. Roll roll a 20. Add your durability.
Durability. All right,
Oh no.
Yeah.
And so.
Shae
Nope.
peeked.
Okay.
I did
so
not peek.
She did. I saw it as the
Damn
dice.
it.
It wanted to be a 19, and then the one just dissolved. I don't feel so well, Shae. I don't. Okay.
Too soon, man.
So
Too
what-
soon.
So what happened? What happened is that furious shot completely reopened your wounds, because you just basically like you casted so hard you're coughing up cinders. You know what I'm saying? And you just you collapse because there's the shock of just.
Oh shit! I forgot I was wounded.
Yeah, forgot about that.
Right.
That was a thing.
I think my stitches popped open.
Because you got electricity to channel up through the thing and weren't prepared for a lot of weirdness happened with that shot. And you're laying there like you took about 4 points of damage. You are hosed.
You killed a guy. You hit him so hard in his nuts he died. I mean,
Granted, you're now down to.
Split him in half. Nuts
He's
first.
down to like 2 points, and he's in bad shape laying on the ground. But that
right.
that left hand is holding on to that Hellfire rifle with everything. Like, you hear the battle hymn of the Republic playing in his ears, you know. I'm not cold dead yet, you know.
America.
The spirit of Charlton Heston invades your body. It says,
That's why you're not dead.
by my
Pure
cold dead
gunpowder
hand.
is coursing through your veins right now. You're like
Function
leaking
on
gun oil.
nitroglycerin.
You've got Ted Nugent whispering in your ear right now. It's crazy.
Shae's still being dragged out because you didn't aim for that guy, so.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
I couldn't.
I've
There was
got
only one
another-
guy that I could aim for, so I aimed for the one that I could.
Okay. So for the record, Shae's still out for a round at least. Alex is out for a round. Bert is down, and Gus is facing the might of Memnon's armies. It's looking pretty grim for you folks.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I have to make a call seeing the situation, and I am going to use my med kit that I picked up, the trauma kit, and try and bring Bert up. I'm gonna run over to him and make a medicine check to see if I can give him some hit points, and tell him I need you to stay up and shoot that thing.
Which thing? Rascal or the one that's dragging Shae out?
The gun. He needs to shoot
No,
the gun.
just at anything, okay.
Just shoot the gun at
I
things.
shall live vicariously through you. Shoot anything that has eyes.
Or an SUV, the train, it doesn't matter.
Intelligence +2.
Okay, here's the problem. You went running in full nurse combat medic mode. And you apply the thing, and you start working on him. You know, I'm not losing you. You're flashing back to like there's sand and there's camels, and you freaking hate this. You hate this freaking place. You know, all you want is a other slushy, and you're patching this guy up, and you look up, and just for a second, you see what looks like a guy in a long tunic, and his hands are out in an open gesture, and then your vision clears and you realize it's Rascal as he just backhands you off Gus. You go sailing to the back because you ran right by Rascal, totally ignored him. Like, I'm gonna save this guy. So yeah, he just went. Really?
Motherfucker!
I'm not gonna lose you.
I'm tired of not getting any respect around here.
These humans.
I respect you, Rascal.
She's switching sides.
I'm gonna shoot you when I wake up over here.
It's so good to feel my toes again.
Wow. I want to give you guys credit. You've come closer to most than to winning this encounter. And I say that as there's a rumble around you and you see lightning going across all the metal in the room. It's just crackling and sizzling right down the tracks. The heck troopers jump off and fall. Jenna, as you're being drugged, you look over your head and you see a pinkish light start to flicker as reality warps in the back of the room.
It's so pretty.
I'm going towards the light.
The theme of tonight's roleplay is "It's so pretty."
It's so pretty.
You're so pretty.
Gus, while you're looking, you see the girl and she goes, "Go! The light! The link!" And she starts like half crawling, trying to get up. Her body's not moving right. It's every bit of will she has fighting the drugs coursing through her veins. And she starts to fall, and this hand reaches out from the glowing light. This fist has got to be the size of your head in weird metallic lined gauntlets, and it grabs the girl by the shoulder. And the biggest, burliest MFer you've ever seen steps through. His eyes are glowing blue-white lightning as it courses. And he turns, "Rascal, you!" and just takes the gut punch of a century. You hear a literal thunderclap. As he launches, Rascal goes flying. He picks up the girl and starts walking through. Others start popping out. There's a cloud of green smoke which envelops the person dragging Jenna away. The guy inside screams and contorts, his armor dissolving off his face as the cloud swirls and takes a feminine form. "Come on!" And she picks you up, and you have, because you're coming out of it, starts getting drugged.
You're so pretty.
God, Jenna.
Pretty lady.
Thank you, pretty green lady.
You're so beautiful. And now
The
I'm
green
not gonna
fairy
die.
has come for Jenna.
She's like, okay.
Bert's laying there, and he looks face to face as this weird skull-painted face looks down at him.
Damn
And
it, Bo.
you're just this. Goes, "Daddy said you were hard to kill." Grabs you, and you just warp away. The rest of you, as you're blinking in and out of consciousness, feel yourself pulled. Somehow, while painlessly, you're unmade, and you're brought into another place. And that place is the start of the next adventure.
Damn it.
Yes.
Woo! Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
I was no help. At all.
You were so
I
pretty.
will tell you,
Ow, it's pink.
normally my adventures are a little more balanced and not quite as railroady as this. But this is part of a given narrative, so it needed to go a certain way.
Sure.
That was fun.
So,
That was a lot of fun.
did you guys have fun?
Yes.
Yes,
Very
even
much
though
so.
I
Very much so.
sucked. So
Well,
much.
that's the real sign. If the person who's rolling for junk, which has been me, it's been all of us, has fun, I've done my job as a GM, and as a writer, I'm so happy. This is what I'm about. I'm about bringing joy and hilarity and absurdity to people's life. Yes, when you read this, I did flourish it a bit. That's what a good GM does. They take the material and they alter it, they run with it. But that's also the point of this game. Thank you, Wolverine. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, there is a continuing section that I think Luke can... I think it's fair that they get a copy to see what they can do.
Yes.
But I don't want to give...
In fact, here's what I want to do for all of those that played tonight. I want to give them a free PDF version of the game so that they can get a peek before the book ships to them into their homes. Because thank you so much for helping us show off this wonderful thing that Nick made. So Nick took all of the world of hybrids that's going around in my head, and after months and months of talking and having conversations, I feel like he really truly captured the essence of what hybrids, the Sons of Gods, is in a playable module. And we're so excited about this, the full manual coming out later this year. So excited about part 2 of this adventure where you can play this. It's just thanks so much for being a part of this and being able. This is the first stream where we've done it live for people, and so.
This was super fun, and honestly,
first public.
I kind of feel like if you want to do a part 2 public at some point, let us know.
I honestly, if you guys, I am totally happy because I might be about 60 to 80% done with part 2 of the ongoing series, and I would love to set it up and let you guys kind of be the canon definition of how it's more likely to go. I don't see a problem with that because once you're playing it all shifts.
You're getting physical time.
Seriously, I'm gonna set up like a second camera, little thing.
She's already got it.
I got it all. I got all that. I just need the fucking dice.
I will tell you this, Shae. If we go through it and you roll like this again, I will give you a medallion. We'll send it to you. Maybe you could 3D print it or something that says Shae gets a +1 to all rolls. You know, we will work. Infinitely, we could include this in a little Game Master's note that, you know, Shae the Red gets a +1.
Give her a +1. That bitch got bad luck.
There is no. What I told you guys, my friend rolled so bad, I set up something where something based on him damages everyone who plays the game if they play it that way. Just so that he could get some damage on someone. I believe in supporting my players, folks. And that's my big stuff.
I honestly, I just think Jenna needs to spend some time with Danny. And I think a little training will go a long way.
And you know what? I not only do I think that's great, I think that's canonically great. I think that's a neat evolution for the characters. Because I tried to set up, you know, some NPCs, some real player characters that Luke could look at as templates and play with for later things.
Yeah. I will also say this: we needed 7 backers to get us to 100, but we actually wound up getting 9 backers. So we're sitting at 102 backers. Yes. Everyone gets the patch.
Thank you guys.
And yeah, so thank you so much for that. I just wanted to find out if you guys had fun.
Yes.
This was a blast.
Most definitely.
This was super fun.
Yeah,
I legit just sent Shae a link to dice that will be there by tomorrow. So yeah.
Nice.
I was literally looking for some dice for her too.
I'm rolling so bad. I got everybody going.
The entire campaign. It feels sorry for you.
Everyone feels sorry for you.
No, that was the fun. So here's the funny thing: is anytime that I've ever done like tabletop gaming or anything like that. I always killed in the instances where they're like, in order for what you just did to actually do anything, you have to get between an 18 and a 20. And I was like, okay, and I'd roll and I'd get a natural 20, and they were like, you bitch, you took out half my army. And I'm like, I know. And then I get digital and I'm like, I need a 5. I get a 2, and I'm like, my modifier was 2 and there's no 0 on the dice. How did this happen?
It's called the Shae effect.
It is. Digitally,
it's me
Shae
around
sucks.
technology.
In person, Shae's great, but digitally, oh man.
Next. Well, I was just saying, I saw Wolverine's thing where he said, when is the next session? The next module will be ready to release with the full game manual later this year. Our goal is to have that finished and ready for print before, and so we can print and ship and have it in people's hands before Christmas. So that is our goal for that manual. So
awesome! Oh, I'm excited.
And, yeah, so guys, you guys have played around in my take on the world, dealt with my mechanics. You've looked at it. You're going to get to see the full book. What do you think? I know this is a little different for the people who are used to more rules-heavy systems, but I focus on fun and fast, so I want to make sure,
Well, this was...
And commentary, too. Guys, whoever's watching this, I'm always about making a better product, and this is,
It was a lot of fun. It was more focused on story, which made it fun to interact with the story, and we could do things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this, and like, all right, I'll allow it because it sounds fucking cool. Do it.
Yeah.
It's actually in the game manual, like the GM part of the manual, where it's like it's the rule of cool, like it's part of the game.
Yeah,
totally. Well, I mean, we're crafting a story here. It's a game, yes, but it's also a story that we're telling together. While we're doing this, it's acting, it's playing, it's telling a story together, and for everybody that's watching, they get the story as well.
And that's what I wanted for you guys. I will tell you that when the superpowers kick in later parts of this, it's a little different than like D&D, because in D&D they're focused on power leveling and everybody's the same, and it keeps it even. But I don't know about you, but when I watched like the old 90s X-Men, you had Wolverine and Jubilee on the same team.
Yep.
Sometimes you don't get that, and it's how you use it that matters. So that's kind of the spirit of how I want this game to feel, mechanically. It's not really meant for the min-maxer, because you're playing the story, not, I'm uber super the Noid, I don't know.
Right,
problem solving.
You're not gaming the game.
Right.
I just want to say, once you were like, oh, you guys almost beat him, and then you talked about the little light that came in, and you're like, you see this absolutely hulking man. I was like, it's the heavens! Like, I just sat there all excited. I was like, yay! You said that this green light comes in. I was like, what's up, Chlorine? How you doing, babe?
So
It's good to see you here.
Shae, I love hearing you say that, because when I got to the part of the game, when I played through with, and here's the thing, there's a nod to Brian K. Morris, the BKM cook. That's Brian K. Morris and his wife Cookie. that the train station is named after. When we play tested this for the first time through, and we kind of got to that part, I got goosebumps. I was like, oh, like a little kid. And so when I hear somebody else be like, oh, I know who those are, that's exactly the feeling that we wanted people to have in the experience. Like, that is the game.
So the first guy comes through, and I was like, is that who I think it is? And then you're like, oh, green form of a female. And I was like, that would be Chlorine. And then all of a sudden you're like, a guy with a bone painted on his face. And I was like, that's Bone. I know what's happening. I caught on. Like, at that point, I was like, I was right in what I was thinking. I got like really excited.
Now I want to know who took me.
Ion, isn't it?
Yes, Ion took you. It was basically you were out, so I didn't really have to describe much because you were dull.
You couldn't see him. Neither could Gus. You guys just
you're
materialized
gonna.
elsewhere.
It will be confusing most for the people who were like dead out.
I love that Bert got a. Danny said you were hard to kill.
I hope because like occasionally I get plot headcanon, and Bert's been around. This is why he's not, even when you're, I love the way you roleplayed him. It was fabulous. You totally got Bert.
Thanks,
and I mean, I don't think I have to mention that he dislikes worms in the ground at all for anyone here to get kind of where I came from Bert. But what I love, because Danny's a spook and Bert's a civilian spook, so I like the idea that maybe 20, 30 years ago, they got on the same job, not necessarily on the same side, and so it's fun, and I like what I'm doing. Part of what I'm doing with these games, because I love Luke's world, and I know there are going to be stories to come. If I can give him threads and be like, "Hey, can you knit a blanket with this, Luke? Maybe this. I'm going to give you some stuff." Yeah. I've got a lot in the book that's set up like that, where I'm not trying to overstep, but just here.
Yeah, these characters will be Easter egged. What's really cool when the full manual comes out, and when the full manual is ready to be play tested, let's do another one of these, and we'll play module
Please.
2. Okay,
Yes.
because I think it would be a blast. But
Yes.
but the really cool thing is you will be able to build a hybrid from the ground up. You get to choose everything about that character that you like. You don't have to, you can keep playing one of these pre-made kind of plug-in characters, or you can kind of build your own. And so I wanted it to be, my task for Nick was, I want this to be so immersive that you can read the comic and then you play the game and you feel like you're in this world, like you're friends with Trashman, like you could trade blows with some of these new characters that we're introducing, you know, like you can go toe to toe with Fuji or Rascal, or you could bust a Heck Trooper from the nut up, and
Yes.
Like, I almost want to
I
put.
think I might have
guys,
to draw that.
Can we put F in chat for the nutted Heck Trooper? You know, he may have been a bad guy, but he wasn't a bad guy, and nobody deserved no.
No, he deserved it. He deserved everything he got.
He deserved it. And I'm so pleased because, like, the rabid Beastmaster Trooper guy survived, and now I have something to play with later. Because I have to field test the engine, and one neat thing is whenever I get an NPC idea, I can go to my Goofy files and go, okay, I have a Heck Trooper who now is really cheesed at everybody involved. He's mad at Rascal because Rascal wouldn't let him kill Gus. He wants Gus wherever Gus is, and they killed his dog. So, like, I see this, like... Yes, you said John Wick. Somebody said John Wick, and I'm like, you know, Heck Trooper Wick over here, you know, Trey Wick or whatever, you know, with a Q instead of a CK, so we don't get sued. And just mad at everybody because all he wants to do is hang out with Hell Beasts because they have like that Riddick thing, you know?
Yeah.
Thing, you know, and I can just feel a character being born from the conversation, and I love that stuff.
Yes.
Now,
So-
I do want to say, you know, back to the whole selling things, you know.
Yeah, please.
There's there is in the book, there's a QR code that you scan, and so when you get it, you actually get downloadable material. So you can download character sheets, a blank character sheet. You can download all of the maps to print off, and so there's that aspect. So you get a bunch of downloadables with it. But we also have this special tier called it's like the gaming tier. That we have 5 copies of the game for, you know, so they're normally $15 a book, but we're doing it for $5 a book for the gaming tier, and you get 5 of those. And the idea is for that gamer pack was so that you could share this with your friends or give it out as gifts. Or if you've got a local shop that you're like, hey, are you guys tired? Like, there's always those gamers. Are you tired of always playing the same game? You're always playing D&D. You're always playing because there's kind of a monopoly on the game world out there. Do you like, hey, check this game out, play it. If you have fun with the game, check out the comic book, because then you can get into the whole world of it, you know, and you can really get engulfed with it. Like, this could be your new thing, and that there's new material coming out, and you could replay that, you know, based on those little rules. You can create your own modules and adventures with those characters, and you can go a little bit further and beyond the game module that Nick even wrote.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to create your own adventures. Now, when the full manual comes out later this year, and you figure out the power packs. Now, here's the thing: we actually give you in the back of this module the ability to have the power packs. You can. Nick, can you tell them like what that roll was? I think they might have figured out what that roll was, that durability roll at the gate.
What happens is...
The one that Shae lost, of course.
And Shae lost.
Well, maybe not. Part of it is how you react to it. And in Luke's universe, the genetics of the Nephilim, literally angels and demons who walked among us, they interbred, and then the genetics became kind of recessive. However, new technologies come to light through various plotted reasons I won't get into, that allow them to be reactivated if you have enough of the DNA. And that light shining over is not just a searchlight, it's scanning to see if you're active and triggering it. So what happened is basically the search went over, and all of you may hit or may not. We can look at the rolls if you want to do it random, or just jump ahead to say you do have it, but how much. And you then get to roll to figure out what your powers are going to be. And how it manifests, and what... Yeah. Think of it as becoming a mutant X-Men style, but with a different feed, you know?
Not everybody gets to be a hybrid, because not everybody has the DNA for it. But in the hybrid universe, non-powered people can be super effective. We're looking at Rev and Danny. Those two guys have no powers, but they're super effective in this world.
I mean, I imagine Bert... say he gets a hold of that Hellfire rifle and realizes what it's good for, knows what's going on, and maybe Bert doesn't get the upgrade this time. You know, because this is, however we run it, other people are going to play it different, and I get it. We're going to have the canon and then your homebrew, and that happens. But Bert could still mess some people up.
Absolutely.
Gus could still be a massive force for good or evil if he decided he really liked that chainsaw and that became his thing. You know,
and the other
Woo! But,
and the other thing to consider with that is that not everyone has the same amount of hybrid DNA. No. So a true Nephilim is 50-50, right? So the best anyone can do here is about 40% Nephilim or angelic DNA. And so part of that role is it unlocks how much power you get. So you could have someone that's like a Wolverine paired up with someone that's like a Jubilee. Obviously their powers are not equal, you know, but they can work together as a team, because the whole point of hybrids in the hybrid universe is building community with one another, building teams, and learning how to work off of each other's strengths and weaknesses. We follow our characters doing that in the comics, and so you get to do that in real life. Well, not really real life. I guess it's real life. It's real life for me.
Jenna didn't do great.
Hey, that's okay. Jenna didn't do great this time. But when you guys get it, you guys can look at it, and there's a random chance. The other thing is you get access to powers. You may not have them all. You have to learn how they work. There's a progression engine. You can acquire skills. As you saw in the quick play, everybody started out with 3 skills based on their job, basically. Except Jenna. Well, see, the problem was Jenna didn't have her coffee.
Exactly. That's all it was.
She had managed to get her coffee before the truck crashed into the building.
Yeah.
Would have been a whole different.
So here's this question here. That question, I want to answer that. So it's based on genetics. So if one Nephilim is 50-50 and the other one's 50-50, the best that
can do is 50-50.
Is 50-50. It can never do a full. It can only.
You'll have a 25% chance of a squib, a completely normal person, a 50% chance of a quarter.
Yep.
And then a 25% chance of a half.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So we use all of those rules. Yeah. So whenever I create a character, I have all these weird rules going on in my head, and the thing was, Nick had to try to figure out what those rules were, and the key to unlocking that, and I had no idea, was I have these trading cards that I made, these old school trading cards, and on the back of the trading cards, I have little bits of math that like talks about who they are, right? And so there's that guy, and then here's Bone, you know, the little facts about him and stuff, and those little like the scales and all that, and Nick was like, dude, that's the math, that's what I've been looking for. And so he was able to generate an entire rules module and how to build hybrids off of this math that I had no idea would be helpful. It was just like, yeah, well, this is what they are. And so he I'm telling you, if you enjoyed the game, this is Nick's baby. Nick has done a tremendous job on this. And I'm super coffee lantern.
I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to tell a little background, a little story on this, because it's a little personal, but it implies how much I love this game. You notice I am wearing these hand braces. I was diagnosed with incredibly severe carpal tunnel, and I had nerve damage that was being treated over the course of 2020. I could not make my fingers function. So I literally, the game you read was originally typed out with these 2 pens and me holding them like this and stabbing letter by letter because
not
I
lying.
love this universe so much that I literally, and I mean, when I say, people, I bled, sweat, and tears, I couldn't feed myself for a couple weeks there after there was some nerve damage from testing. But while I was figuring out how to eat and work things, I'm a martial artist. I've been teaching Western martial arts for 20 years, and I couldn't operate a spoon. So instead of that's one thing about Luke inspiring hope, hybrids being about hope. 2020, the world's most despairing thing. My goofy self was between this and the next couple things, literally drumsticking out word letter by letter, because this is just that neat a universe. You don't find people willing to do that for something not worth believing in.
Oh, absolutely not.
And that's why I poured my heart and soul into this. And to see people, I've never met any of you, but you're laughing, you're smiling, they're swearing. Like, I can almost smell the Mountain Dew,
Yes.
It's like, I require pizza. Well, Bert, and I'm going to call you Bert because I don't know your name. I'll probably call you Bert forever.
It's Luke. His name is Luke.
Luke.
Oh,
My
yeah,
name's
like
Luke.
I'm going to...
You should be able to remember that. His name is Luke.
No, I only get one Luke. I got one fictional,
This
that's
is-
Luke Skywalker, and you... No, but...
This is Luke, and that is other Luke.
oh, that's
I'm not
your...
Luke.
Wow, okay. But,
Because I'm FNG.
my...
The fucking new guy.
Yeah.
To reference the alcohol, my family has a very odd allergy. Alcohol makes us break out in handcuffs. And I love dropping that joke cold. But so because I don't want to have to introduce myself weekly to a bunch of people I already know. Hi, my name is. I don't drink. I don't have a problem. My job isn't to judge others. Y'all have fun. I imbibe excessive amounts of caffeine to offset. So, pick your vice.
I
do
enjoy my
both.
coffee as well.
Silva. Okay, so I got it. Silvar, Mr. Ogre, he's treading very, very closely to a new plot line that we have been working on.
Some of my favorite characters
Let's-
are squibs.
Keep
Let's
going,
just-
chat.
let's-
We getting cool details.
Let's
Keep
just
going.
say this. We mentioned the farm and the quick play. You get to see the farm in issue 8. Okay? We are at the farm, and I'm actually drawing those pages now at the farm, okay? The farm comes back and plays a big deal in the arc following the Lifeline arc, which is kind of a 3-issue thing that wraps up this whole big issue. But then we go into Old Dominion, which is the 4th arc for this story, and we really deal a lot with this group called the Council and the guy who runs the farm. So you get to see a lot of that, yes.
Okay, I gotta give something. Want to guess what the name of the town the farm is closest to is?
Farmville.
My deceased mother-in-law is now laughing hysterically. No,
That
But,
actually fucking hurt me.
Thank you, Luke.
well,
Okay.
yeah. See, Shae got it. That's okay. That's okay. So you guys might have a chance to come to know it fairly well because you're awesome.
No, okay. I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah. My eyeballs. My eyebrows.
Nighthawk is my name. It's Nighthawk and Dragon.
Yeah. Silver says we're on to and you're drawing writing 8 already? Yes. You're in
Yes.
Killing Fields too.
Yeah, Killing Field 2. So it's Killing Field Part 3, and Part 4 is written, and it is being laid out by my layout artist, Brian Dawson. And then we have already outlined issues 10, 11, and 12, and I will begin scripting 10 next week. So yes, we are working ahead. We will release the next 2 issues of the Killing Field within the next few months, and then we will have a trade paperback for that, and then early next year we'll do the final 3 issues, and we'll probably release those all at once, like in one big bump for everybody.
One big omnibus.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like, the best part of what I do is hey, Nick, what? I just wrote this up. What do you think? Now don't tell anybody.
Yeah, Nick is so good at keeping
Keep
secrets.
it under your hat.
Like,
Man.
you guys don't know, like, I'll walk away, slam my head in the door a couple times, come back. No, I don't know what's coming up. I'm excited to find out.
Fine. Yeah.
As editor Sai and I understand.
So in other words, you have Jenna's luck, but on purpose, and you're down for 3 rounds.
Sworn to secrecy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well,
Nick knows all of the secrets. He knows where everything is going. He doesn't know anything about the 4th arc though. The old Dominion.
No, I don't, because you said stuff, and like if I were a dog, my ears would have gone.
Yeah.
Locked
No
in,
one
but-
knows about that yet. Not even my editor. Not even Piper. Like Old Dominion is in my head, rolling around right now. So.
Which is really great because I've had one burning question from knowing the end of this arc that I can't ask. Because one, it's a matter of replacement. Like, something's going to happen and a replacement is going to be required. And I've been up nights trying to figure out who or what the replacement is going to be. And I'm just, like, because I have ideas and thoughts, and then it's like, I don't know enough. Now I have to get, Luke's too busy. I can't bug him till after.
Seriously, if you guys haven't caught up yet, you need to just get the books and catch up so that we can be like, we need to have these conversations. Like, this is like cool stuff that's happening.
yeah.
Like,
I wholeheartedly agree.
Y'all need to catch up so we can talk. Shit.
Like, I mean, you guys don't understand how much it hurts. This is literally like being at the birth of, like, the X-Men or watching, the first Spider-Mans come out. And you're like, what the heck is going on? It's literally ground shaking. And I can't talk about it. And I need more people to buy the book and read the book and then share the book with other people so I can go.
I mean, we've gotten some tremendous feedback, and I love that you guys love the game. I know that people are buying the story, the comics, and they're loving them. I've gotten, somebody said it's the best team book in Comicsgate, and somebody else said it's the best team book in indie comics, and somebody else was like, this is the X-Men I wanted to read, and I'm like, I'm gonna quote all of you guys on that because that's awesome, and I'm like sitting over here, it's like, this is my baby, I'm loving it, and it's something big. Yeah,
this is the best, because I am a product of 90s J. Scott Campbell peak, inappropriate but awesome comics, I'll say it, and this is the best thing I've read since Gen 13. And
what's inappropriate about any of that? It's just they're fun. They're high energy.
Yes.
They had an energetic, fun style. There's nothing. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with them.
I love that stuff.
Their storytelling.
Oh, exactly. And that's why it's like it's fun, and it's like I want to know these people. Like there's dark stuff happens, but like if you look at some of the main characters in, say, DC. Would you ever want to sit across a table from them and have pizza? Seriously? No. At best, you'd want to be like... like, even Soups, I wouldn't want to be around in
I'd have a
case
beer
he
with
sneezed.
Lobo. Just I'd keep my hand over my beer, just in case shit popped off and stuff started flying around.
Well,
right,
and there are always exceptions, but of course you're walking into Lobo knowing what you're talking
Lobo
about,
is the exception. I'm like, I'd probably hang out with Lobo.
I mean, okay, let's be honest. Who doesn't want to have pizza with Lobo and Deadpool? I mean, I would bring the pepperoni pizza for that.
Yeah.
Just sit back, probably not survive it, but it might be worth it. That being said, you look at these characters like Trash Man. You guys don't know how I'm genuinely nervous to meet Danny at this point, because Danny is based on a real person. This is like telling me I could go to Jacksonville, Florida, and meet Bruce bleeping Wayne.
In Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Well, Danny lives in Jacksonville with me.
Okay.
So, no, I don't mean to out anybody, but the
that's
dude's
all right.
real, and it's terrifying, and it's
If you're not
awesomely
doing anything tomorrow
terrifying.
morning around 10 a.m., you can come to our church meeting. Have a bunch of people showing up to church to meet Danny. I'm like, nothing. I'm just
Hey, if it
preaching,
brings
that's all
them
it is.
down the path, man. You know what? I will go so far out to say the boss wouldn't mind. I don't think. I don't think the boss would mind if Danny brings people into a church. I just don't see that being a problem.
Oh, I love what Ogre says. Yeah, that, Gambit probably does have good gumbo.
Probably. So what I wanted to do, and I've been scrolling back through the campaign, for anyone who is still watching, or who is watching this on replay, if you have not gotten in on this, you really, really need to. This has been so much fun. The world is awesome. The characters are really, really interesting, and the quick play is fucking fun as hell. So please, if you haven't backed, go back. We now have the patch, which is phenomenal. I'm so happy that happened.
Even the cute patches.
It's adorable. And
the next stretch goal is at 150 backers and will include a metal trading card.
Yes. See,
guys,
and
I wanted the metal trading card. I'll be honest, I backed it because I knew it was coming, and please make this happen.
Only 48 more people for a metal trading card. So share this out. There's 3 days left. How long are you staying in demand, Luke?
I'm sending the print files off. So it's basically as soon as everything that gets sent off this week to the printer comes back in and I start fulfillment, that's when I'm turning off in demand.
Okay.
But I'm gonna turn off a lot of all the special covers and everything gets turned off at the end of the campaign in 3 days. We're going to be doing a lot of kind of closeout streams, hopefully for Tuesday night, to try to get a few more backers in there. But
nice.
yeah, so we're not going to keep this up long because the Indiegogos are going to, we're going to be moving to another book, and so we're going to overprint a little bit for that next book. But all of these are coming out to the retailers, which will be announcing the name of the retailers, the locations of the retailers, come middle of July. And I'm telling you, this is huge news. Huge news for indie comics, for hybrids, for Aero Comics 4.0, and so we're really, really excited about announcing that. But we want to make sure that those retail versions are because they're going to be coming out monthly. Every month they're going to be in the stores, and so and I'm going to do something special. If you back this now and you've gotten the remastered version and you got everything that's there, if you happen to go to one of those stores and buy the book, take a picture, post it on there, and tag me on Twitter or hashtag. We'll have a hashtag for it, so we can track it. On the next campaign, I'm giving you something free. So you're going to get a special gift for having backed the retail version because we need this to be successful in the retail market as well. So
that is awesome.
Yes.
So if you haven't got in on this, please get in on it. Share this out. There's only a couple of days left for the live campaign for you to get all of the amazing goodies and awesomeness. And really, I just want to thank both of you for letting us kind of come together and have a quick play. Thank you very much, Nick, for GMing for us because it was insane.
Fun.
Seriously, yeah.
Nick is really good at this, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Very
very entertaining for sure.
I
And
absolutely love that right now I'm doing what every high school teacher tried to write me up for doing. I'm writing for comic books and I'm doing game design, and it's just, it's this beautiful feeling of, read between the lines to certain authority figures, because this is just, I'm having so much fun right now.
Yeah, I think that that's how a lot of us feel. Cy and I have a YouTube channel, and everyone's like, "You can't.
You'll never make money.
Actually, make money on a YouTube channel." I was like, "Really?" Because we do. But yeah,
Tell that to my bills.
Take that, suckers.
Exactly. And
Well-
I also want to say a big thank you to Luke and Woodrow for coming, hanging out with us, and doing this playthrough, because this was insane.
Yes, you guys were so much fun.
A lot of fun.
As long as everyone's
do something
cool.
like this, I love this stuff.
As long as everyone is down, I think that this terrible foursome with handicapped Jenna needs to come back for the next one.
Guys, all saying, I've been a DM or GM or about 15 other titles for 30 years. Okay, since I was a little kid with a acquired thing, I literally watched it happen, and this has been one of my funnest groups. I'm gonna be stone cold. You guys, nobody was like, there was nobody dickish. Like, I mean, there was dickish, but not dickish. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Like within character. It was
with
Yeah. You want to
it-
know why I was in character? Is because that's just Alex.
Well, you know what? That's okay. If I know that that's the kind of person, when I'm laying out characters, I just hand Alex the rogue and we're done.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
all I'm gonna say is, at least I picked the right character to be.
That's true.
You really did.
true.
And I love what different people bring to these characters, because I left them archetypical, but, a little blank so that you can put your personality over it. And, I do, because I am, Brian K. Morris would kill me if I didn't do some plugs. One, Luke has his own YouTube channel, Luke Stone Studios. He does live draws, which is some of the most fun you can. He won't plug himself because he's a good, humble Christian pastor. He's a man at peace and all that. So I have to be, exactly. I have to be that,
Perfect.
fat guy in the
awesome.
dark. I also have a live stream every Monday night at 7 o'clock, 8/7 Central, where I talk about sword fighting and silliness, because for as long as I've been a DM, I've been teaching people to sword fight almost as long, and I special in helping with people with limitations or who have overcome trauma. And as a way of empowering them, it's my other great passion besides gaming is teaching people to sword fight, and I approach it with exactly this level of energy and more caffeine. So please.
That sounds scary and dangerous.
It is. It's
That's half the fun.
It's the Historical Fencing Guild on YouTube, and that's my channel. If that's something you guys are interested in, please hit me up there. I'm not doing this to make money. I just like entertaining and educating folks. So
do me a favor, other Luke. Can you send me a link to his YouTube, or send it to CY, and we'll update this after it's done spooling sometime tomorrow afternoon, the way that YouTube is. And we'll add in Nick's YouTube channel in there so people can find it on the replay.
Thank you.
Because this was fantastic. It's super, super entertaining. I'm really happy we got everybody on. We have been going for 3.5
long
hours.
Is that-
Nearly a half hour before for us, because we were prepping for the thing. So
Yeah.
we're nearly 4 hours into this. This is impressive.
So I am gonna have us wrap, but please go check out Hybrids: The Killing Field Part 1 and 2. We've got patches unlocked. We have metal trading cards on the horizon. Just 48 backers away from that getting unlocked, and this has been an absolute blast. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Thank you, chat, and everyone who has hung out this long. You guys are amazing, and the Valkyrie
There's Nick's
flight
channel.
that unlocked those patches.
You guys
Thank
have
you
a
guys so
great
much.
chat. I mean, this is a great group of
I-
folks. Just
Oh
watching
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Our audience-
From what
You've
I
got
was
people
allowed.
still hanging on at over 3.5 hours later. So,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
This was not a quick
Hail the
play,
chat.
really.
Our viewers
Flying through-
buckle in, man.
You
Like,
haven't
they're
seen
like,
me
"How long
run a
we going
not
for?"
quick play,
Ready.
Luke. It's not. You don't do a 12-hour gaming session with 24 people fighting gods from the bottom. Yeah, let's roll.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I've got the butt power for that.
Man,
Our-
the power of caffeine compels you, my friend.
Thank you
Well
guys
padded
so
seat.
much for hanging out with us. We will catch you all tomorrow. We have Beard Zerker on at 4 p.m. Eastern. Be sure to check that out. And again, for the 1,000th time, go back Hybrids. Do it right now.
Buy it.
Do it.
Do it.
See you guys later.
Bye.